Okay, so last we left off, the Moonstone Masquerade defeated the Archfey Malik, learning a little bit more about what lies in their immediate future. Before we ended, there was a heated conversation between some members of the group, causing a bit of a divide, where Maeve, Cass, and Sidon returned to the Court of Shades, while Archeron, Drac, and Slab, for the moment, stayed in the Court of Creation, watching as the Ice Queen started the Rite of Confluence to become the next Archfey.
Ooga shaka.
So, I will ask, for the people who are in the Court of Creation currently, what is your plan of action? The portal is still there, like you can walk up to it and it will open to allow you guys to go through to the Court of Shades if you wish, or you can stay there for the night. It's up to you.
How long will the I can't
The
remember what you
rite,
call it.
the rite will take about 24 hours, so it's probably been about 20. It's been about 3 hours so far, so another
it-
21.
Okay, so this is gonna is it like the Queen's coronation where there's approximately 3 interesting bits and then 12 hours of absolutely fucking hot garbage?
Uh, no, so it's more like there is. So I won't go back to the map because you saw it last time, but it was that map with the where you guys had heard like the voice and you got like your question asked and stuff like that. Basically, there is this like almost star like moats that are sort of forming around her, around like that tree that was there, and you do hear this almost like bassy voice that is coming through. It is not in a language that you understand because, like, I mean, even if you do speak Sylvan, which you would assume it would be, you can't sort of understand it. It's like that so low and like resonant that you can't make out the words. And there is like this energy that is forming around her, and it is sort of growing as the time goes, and she is, saying some like speech, some words that are like part of this rite, but it is not like it doesn't look like active. Like it is very interesting and sort of eerily beautiful to watch, but it's not like there's any massive like crescendos or anything as it's going.
Okay. Oh yeah, so that kind of answers my question. So I think I think after Archeron comes back from his should we use the word sulk? Let's use the word sulk.
I didn't say it.
Yeah. After he comes back from his sulk, he comes back, and then I think he's interested in this, and like, oh, this is probably the only time like a mortal's gonna have a chance to see this art. The ascension of an archfey. Interesting. Goes in to see it, and it's probably just like her sitting in a circle going ooga chaka ooga for 24 hours,
like slightly floating off the ground. And
Yeah,
like
Archer, this has gone on for hours.
like
go
NASCAR.
long enough.
Yeah. Yes, after probably like 45 minutes of this is very, very, very front and center of my mind at the moment. Like 45 minutes of watching a 3D print. And initially very interesting, but like after 45 minutes there's no substantial change.
Yeah, pretty cool to watch, but it's kind of like watching cool paint dry.
Yeah, cool paint dry.
You kind of like want to speed up it, like so you can watch
Where's
it
the times 2 button?
Yeah, I could cast haste, but I think it would delay her in the long run when she came out of it. Okay, well, perhaps. Okay. Here's another. We presumably know that the other guys have gone back to Cut Sheds, right?
Yeah, I mean, 2 people were there, watched it happen. They could have told you. Yeah.
Okay. I would then just say is it Tess or?
Yeah, Tess is
Tess.
the ice woman who did the whistling.
Yeah. I'd just like pass on some gratuity to her, like all the best. If you need us, yada yada yada, that kind of how come.
Yeah.
Who you gonna?
What?
He said, "Who you gonna call?" Like,
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's yeah. So if
copyrighted group.
If you need me, call me. No matter where I are, no matter where we are.
Sorry,
no
like,
matter
who you
how
gonna
far,
send?
baby? Yeah. So after that, I don't know if we're like a week's. I'd say to Tess knows the Queen pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a little bit awkward. I'm only asking, not for me, you understand, for my associates, my fellow masqueraders. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, what do we think vis-a-vis a reward Do you think I'm not pressuring? If no's a full sentence answer.
I mean, probably no.
Okay.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you kind of wanted to stop him.
Although she did never say anything about.
Yeah, no. That's
Yeah.
why I said that. I'm completely fine with that. The reason I asked, I just want to make sure we're not missing out. So, but if we're ever passing through this way, I'm sure we can.
Yes, I mean, if
rely
you
on a
want
warm
to,
welcome.
if you want to stay, well, maybe not warm, but if you want to
Figuratively.
stay, if you want to stay here for the night, you can. We can get a place for you. And yes, if you ever come back, we'll make sure to have
Roll out
a
the
feast.
red carpet kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I think we should possibly return to from whence we came. Yeah. I'd probably wrap that up in politeness and bid her adieu.
Cool. So as you sort of approach the portal, you see it's sort of like it was like a purpley orb that was just floating slightly, and as the three of you approach it, you can see it sort of like expands, and you sort of begin to see and like the vague outline of the Court of Shades with inside of Umbra, and I assume you walk through.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm guessing.
He sees these like purple orbs. He's like, oh, I'm suddenly reminded of Mel.
Wow.
Oh no, not the wrist.
So what I will ask then for the three people, not including the NPCs, who went through earlier, it would have probably been about. I mean, I know Maeve left pretty quickly, so about 4 hours for Maeve, probably like 3.5 for Cass and Sidon. So what would you guys have been doing in that amount of time? It's about probably when Maeve goes through, it's about 5, obviously a bit later for the rest of you. So you have 3.5, 4 hours to do anything you wish.
Look, Sidon, all I'm saying is that if you were, hypothetically, if you were to put a good word with Solista in my name, I would be very grateful, right? So, I don't know, I would make you more curry or something like that.
I have no control over it, or at least I don't think I have any control over it. You can try talking to the spear, see if that works for you. But that's best I can offer, because that's how I do it. I just sort of hold the spear out and talk to it, and sometimes get a message back. It doesn't always work.
But is that Solista, or is that,
Trying to say for Rubber's the name, because I know he's trying to think of the name.
I'm desperately looking for the notes.
It begins with an N.
The first time it happened,
Neve, yeah.
It was Neve. The first time it connected me to Neve, and I think the second time, but the third time I did it, I specifically asked for Solista, and it connected me through. So it up in the air. I don't know. I think so.
I don't remember. Jesus Christ.
Was when I asked about. It's when I asked about using chaos as a conduit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was ambiguous because I don't think
it was ambiguous. She never said anything. It was more ambiguous, and So look, you're a religious person, Cass. It's God's work in mysterious ways.
I know. I was hoping, that you would have.
You sound so disappointed.
I know. Big clerics from fucking Dove. So I will ask just for the next few hours. Is there anything specifically that Sidon and Cass are doing? Just around? Do you go into the bar, or are you just gonna go back to the mansion or whatever?
I think I'm gonna go home.
Sure.
I think we've had a bit of a. You sure you want to go to the bar, Cass? I mean, We don't know where Maeve is. She kind of came ahead of us.
Well, you know, we are basically in her court, so I assume she can do whatever she wants around here.
No, I know, but I meant like, I mean, do you want company? Is what I'm saying. Is because I was gonna go home and relax. It's been a bit stressful. But if you want a drink, I can do what I did with Archer and just sit while you drink.
You don't have to force yourself, but I would appreciate the company.
All right. Yeah,
Okay,
no, we can go to the bar.
Two of you go to the
Excellent.
bar. Maeve, what is it that you're doing over the next 4 or so hours?
I think the first hour after she got back, I think she would have gone to just shut herself in her room, but probably with Nyx and Cassian. And I just have this image of Nyx sitting on the end of the bed, and then Cassian sitting next to Nyx, and Maeve just like pacing back and forth, and like going between being like angry to being like feeling bad, and then just being like,
Heads are just slowly moving back and forth. Yep.
yep. And she's
Yeah.
like, I'm so frustrated, and like she's walking around, and then she's like, but maybe I'm a bitch.
Cassian puts on some glasses, and how does that make you feel?
Literally, I think she's just having a therapy session with two people that are neither here nor there. They're just kind of like, yeah, okay.
They're
I have
involved.
a very important question.
Neither of them are licensed.
Did they put on?
Yeah,
did they
yeah.
put on jacket with like elbow patches?
Yes.
It's kind of Cassian probably has that in his wardrobe. Okay. But for the next 3 or so hours, is there anything else she does?
No, I think eventually, after she's had a good 45 minutes of just venting and talking, I think it would just be a case of making herself like some tea and just sitting around and waiting for people to come back so she can be like, you know, put her tail between her legs and be like, sorry.
Okay. So at about 9 o'clock, we'll call it, the rest of the Moonstone Masquerade come back through the portal. We'll say you sort of appear like
Shazam! Here we are.
that's not what like here. Sort of like castles next to you, mansions slightly behind you. You know, you're near the middle of the town. What is it that the three of you are doing? Obviously, you don't know where anyone is.
She says about 9 at night, though, right?
It's about 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is obviously again no is a full sentence. You know the smithy and the shop. Is it open?
Yeah. They're undead. I don't see why they need to sleep. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the dog's just barking. Just
Yeah,
before
but they
I
could be at the
drop
pub.
money, sorry, Mike just started barking the minute I started talking. Just before I drop money on it, does anybody have a magical weapon like a sword or a crossbow?
Sorry, what?
Does anyone have a non-magical?
No, a spare magical weapon like a sword or a crossbow or an axe, anything like that. It doesn't have to be. It can be any type of weapon.
No.
May I ask why?
regular daggers.
Sorry,
I just have regular daggers.
Same.
regular daggers.
Can I
gave
ask
my
why?
rapier
Just to...
Cassian.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fine. Basically, I was as I was talking about in the week. I'm going to try Archer on as a frontline melee fighter for a little bit.
yeah.
And I can do it, and I pen and papered it, and I can do in a round. So it would be 8d10. Sorry, no, 10d8 plus 10 a round. But that's with non-magical. Obviously, that goes
There
up
is-
if there's magical.
Yeah, what Wu said. There is the scimitar, which is
Oh yeah, and
cool.
the Blood Moon Blade as well.
Yeah, scimitar of sin, which is like a godly magical item, but currently it is just a +1 scimitar since it's just that one. It's not the other. You know, it's a pair. There is the Blood Moon Blade, which thing you said, when it is cursed, but I'll say, just tell you, if you ask Gethin, he can decurse it, which is it's a longsword.
Are they both attunement? Like, would I be able to use the other one as a +1 without attuning to it?
I'll say it because it is just a +1 mana. It's not attunement.
I might take that then. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that called?
It's just if you just add yourself a +1 scimitar, and just if you want to just name it like in the thing, just name it Sin, just so we know it's that one.
So rather than +1 scimitar, can I just call it a scimitar? Scimitar, yeah.
I mean, if you want to. I'm
Okay.
not gonna...
Then I will delete it from my inventory
Okay.
because I give it to Archer.
Okay. Well, thank you, Drac. As I say, the plan is, I think, as he swooshes it around, Archeron has weirdly proficiency with all weapons, medium armor, and shields.
I can describe it
Is
for
this
you.
because of your artificer level?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is it's made from like an inky black looking metal and kind of absorbs light around it very slightly. It's etched with these sort of symbols in either red or white that sort of have that like almost like a scratchy look to them. The hilt is this sort of twisted, sort of dark wooden thing, and it's got these sort of purple, red, darker colored gemstones in like sort of formed into it.
Okay. It's not very me, but you know, it's only so. Well, I'll explain in a moment when we get to the.
Yeah, like what are you gonna
House.
do with it?
Well, this is the thing. Is there a training dummy? No. Well, when if we get back to our, I don't say other house because this one is
You mean
very
the
much kind of. Yeah, the Bastion. Thank you. Yes. This one we've spent longer here. No, we haven't. We spent longer than the other one. It's fine. But yes, if we're a training dummy, or perhaps if someone wants to be a training dummy, I'm actually quite nifty. It occurred to me as I read it in a book. I'm pretty nifty with a weapon. And Cyril, yes, I think would be pretty good. I'm just
Never used
this.
one, but as this book said.
Yeah, never used one, but I've seen all of the pictures. And I think I'll be a dab hand. I'm just reading it. I don't know if True Strike overrides the fact that it's a +1 weapon.
Oh, interesting.
So I will
Use
read
your
you the spec.
spellcasting modifier.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. I think it doesn't really matter.
New True Strike doesn't matter about. I know this because I downloaded a Baldur's Gate mod for it, and it kind of screwed over Lae'zel because it meant that I was going off of her intelligence attack instead of her actual attack, which kind of made it a bit weird.
Sucked them.
It meant that I respect her Eldritch Knight. It meant that I had no point in taking True Strike at all.
That doesn't really change anything. I mean, it's buying one. So
yeah, and I mean, it looks kind of.
Yeah. So that will be 3. That'll be 66 plus 10.
Okay, so what I'll ask then is, I will ask to sign and cast. How long do you guys think you're at the bar?
I think Cass will be blackout round after the first hour.
Oh, so I guess an hour goes by and Simon carries her home.
Yeah.
It is so unfair.
Yeah, before she gets black drunk, I do want to ask Cass.
Fucking hell, I was here yesterday as well. Fucking lightweights.
I was before
just
Cass
going with all
gets
the
too drunk. I do want to ask her. So, what do you think's gonna happen to the team? That was
Cass, you're
quite
half drunk.
that was quite an explosive moment of tension after the fight. And people went their separate directions. What do you think's gonna happen? You think the team's gonna break up?
No, I don't think the team's going to break up. I think.
I can't tell if she actually got hiccups or not.
Great
No, this
accent.
is me pretending. I've never
gonna
been
give
drunk, so I
himself-
don't know what happens.
He's gonna give himself hiccups in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instructions unclear. Too hiccupy. I think apologies will be made. I will stop because it's gonna be.
I was gonna say he's gonna pass out in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hear his head hit the desk.
Bang.
The bartender just brings Cass a big glass of water.
Yeah.
And yells at her to surprise her out the hiccups.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I think apologies will need to be made. I don't think we were in our right mind at the moment. You know.
I genuinely don't even know what happened. It was like we won the day, and then all of a sudden things just got heated. It was quite I don't know. The first time we were in the Feywild, it was all happy-go-lucky. I may have done something stupid and consumed a chaos snake, but
So I know I'm not there, but were we in a different Feywild? Like, it was not happy-go-lucky. I don't know where you get it.
happier than this. Happier than this.
Marginally, depending on who you are.
Yeah, I
Well-
killed a guy.
It was happy. It was happy-go-lucky in the sense that the team was happy with each other, with like the honeymoon phase.
I don't think we've ever had a honeymoon.
Wasn't the
So
honeymoon
the closest we
phase
got to it was that night on the beach.
Yeah.
Mm.
We just went straight into the marriage for years.
Yeah.
straight.
God, pick your fucking socks above the floor, you slob! Like you fucking stink!
Waiting for the divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, this time round, it just I don't know.
I can almost hear
things
them
are a
shouting
lot
at each
more.
other now.
I'm gonna
Things
play
are a lot
Ocarina
more
of
heated.
Time, and maybe they'll.
It's like I ran through, immediately got caught in a fight. Then I upset Maeve. Then Artron upset Maeve, and then we destabilized a power in one of the court of creations, in one of the courts of the Feywild. It's I don't know. It just seems like a madness amount of stuff has happened in like so few days. It's just all happened.
You have to keep in mind that Maeve has had a terrible week.
That is
Thank you.
true. I don't discredit that, but
She
I
has.
don't know. It just
I think. She hasn't been drinking, so I don't think she has like de-stressed.
Oh God.
drinking.
That's not all we should put out into the world.
Drinking is not a good de-stressor. That's why I stopped drinking.
I'm relaxed.
You don't seem relaxed. You seem a bit.
Paralytic.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that Cass is like one arm completely extended over the table. She's like her head like resting on it, like half turned towards Sidon.
So what I'll say.
I think we should get you home.
Okay. Here's the question, Cass. Do you drink till you're blackout drunk?
I roll a d20, and on a 10 or up, I'm blackout drunk.
Okay.
I am
Yeah,
blackout
okay.
drunk.
So it takes a bit more time, and what I'll say, conveniently
Give her
for
a
the story,
piggyback.
conveniently for the story, as Sidon is piggybacking? That doesn't sound right. As
Giving her a
Sidon
piggyback.
is, yeah,
Being
as
back
Sidon
like
is
a piggy.
as Sidon is giving
Are you
Cass a
calling me
piggyback,
fat?
and he's walking from the bar to the mansion. You see Archeron, Drac, and Slab come out the portal and are like talking amongst themselves.
Sidon, I think seeing I just imagine him either like officer or a gentleman style, carrying her in his front arms, or like fireman's carrying her over his back.
Are we in the wrong?
No, I think it's just a habit forming. It's carrying drunks home. Well,
Well, no, are we in the wrong place? As in, like, I see a sensible Sidon.
I have been sensible when it comes to drinking for about a month now, maybe longer. Depends when we were last in the Feywild.
I was going to say, when was when did me and Drac draw?
oh, it was a while ago. I think.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Time's weird in the Feywild.
Yeah. So I have not drank since then, and I'm happier for it. Cat's got a bit paralytic though.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Before she passed out, she
I just fucking knocked her out.
before she passed out, she was crying something about Callista and how it wasn't fair, but
But she has commune, doesn't she? She could just talk to Callista.
Out of character, commune is with the servants of the god, not god itself, I think.
Do you not have the spell divination then?
She's unconscious.
Oh, okay. Well,
This is out of character, sorry.
okay. Well, I mean, if you really want to communicate to Callista, just steal one of her books. I guarantee you she'll be in touch lickety split.
I mean, I sort of said like she's very vague in what she gives.
Oh,
So-
no, I agree to disagree there, son. She was pretty clear with me.
Actually, she wasn't because she took away your sight.
I recall. Shall we head back? It's as safe as I'm sure this place is. I must say, at night, a little creepy.
It is
Yeah.
creepy, yeah.
Mm.
Can I just
Why
I
have
just
you
want to
got a
add,
sword, Archeron?
Personal question. It's either
Well,
this or a
just
great
curious.
axe.
I just want to add that every map
Sure,
I go on,
great axe.
every map I go on, I get so much pleasure out of deleting Yumi's token.
That's super petty. I guess you
yeah.
are our dungeon master.
But yeah, so you walk up, it's 5-10 minutes, and you get to the mansion. I would just ask quickly, where would Maeve have been sort of at that point? Like
Can you take us
half
to
9
the map?
Yeah.
I can't say what I've been making maps for, but I've been making maps, and so every time we're on a map, I want to hold control when I zoom out, but you don't have to do that on Roll20. So I think she would probably be doing the edgiest thing possible and like sitting at the piano and just like
Playing the Addams Family.
no, just like
I
you
did
know when
think
someone is like idly playing the piano, like they're not really playing a cohesive tune, they're just kind of like
So what you're saying is that she instantly hit that G note for when I was a young boy.
yes, yeah. You walk in and she just hits the G and slaps
Accidentally, she's playing the SpongeBob theme tune. Do 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 do.
Yeah.
As
yeah,
we
the
go
rest
in,
of
I
you
just
walk in to see
wanna...
this scene.
I don't know if any of you know the song. Oh God, what's it called?
I don't know.
If you don't know, there's no chance.
No, hang on. It's like an old. Sorry, I'll get it. Hold on, wait. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
While Maeve looks for that song, while we go in to the house, I will turn to Archeron, outside of the sword thing. Did you by chance happen to identify those braces that Malik was had?
I didn't. It turns out I didn't have them. Out of character.
Oh right,
So
they're in my
You
bag.
did,
not yet. I promise I will have a look at them tomorrow.
All right.
That's okay.
There is a nursery rhyme. I think it's a nursery rhyme. It's called Lavender's Blue Dilly Dilly.
Oh, I know that one. Lavender.
Yeah.
Dilly, dilly, da, da,
Yeah,
da,
I imagine she'd
da,
just
da.
be sitting and playing that, and then as soon as people walked in, she'd like kind of move into a position that's like she's clearly waiting to see who's going to speak first. Like are we okay?
Yeah. So yes, everyone, apologies for my outburst. I was very disappointed in myself. My emotions got the better of me. It wasn't you all I was angry with. It was Malik. Well, myself, but more so Malik. Humiliated. I had my spells ripped from me, and felt I didn't contribute. So my anger peaked. I'm
The words
sorry.
right out of my mouth.
We good?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
We good, bro.
He's gonna go over.
I'm gonna go put Cass to bed. Which room is hers?
Did you have one?
That's
She
the thing I
stole
don't
the
know.
red. She stole the red room last time. You guys were here.
Ah, I will
Because
go
we
put
don't
her
have the
in
most
that room.
candles.
As I say, it's why I started thinking about perhaps. He's gone. But I will say with Sidon outside of the room so he doesn't make some comment about my martial prowess. But no, the reason I was going for the sword is I thought
You
it
said
would
that
be
like Matt Berry. Prowess.
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 The most dangerous man in New York City.
You and he were
My
buddies,
Marshall
weren't you?
prowess.
No, I thought to myself, rather than bring things into the fight, so I tried with the hand. I tried to change the snake thing, the drake rather, into something more manageable. Didn't work, so I thought to myself, well, what did work in that fight? Drac, Sidon, you were able to, pummel it down. That seemed to work quite well.
The shit out of it.
Yes, quite literally
sided
punched the
his
shit
eye
out of it.
More slashed. And
Yes. And I thought to myself, I would be able to do something very similar with... he pulls out the scimitar. This, or really any weapon, and I know he would laugh, but I genuinely thought about a great axe, because culturally, a great axe is very important to all in kind. But also... this is the fact that it's a great big honking weapon, and I can channel my magic through it, and I know a spell that would allow me to channel my magic through it at twice the speed. I'm trying to think how you would say that without saying a turn, and it would allow me to be very, very potentially dangerous to anyone around me, but also still allow me to use my spells in a pinch. So that was the thought, and to make sure that I'm carrying my weight, and trying something, because it was not particularly useful recently. I don't want to not be useful. I thought, rather than staring defeat in the face and accepting it, look for alternative routes for success. And I thought a sword or an axe would do the trick.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
One way to find out.
Well, do you know if there is a training... like a training ground?
We don't know if it
Comes
was
bounding down the
place to
stairs.
train.
Who wants training?
Are you talking about training?
I would say, May, that they're probably the closest thing. There's probably like a training dummy near that blacksmith shop that Archon mentioned before. However, Sidon would work.
Sidon, I don't want to hurt you. This is
Sidon,
the
can
thing.
you come here so
I don't
Archon can beat the shit out of you, please?
Sidon, I didn't.
I'm always for a good sparring session. And we're
Okay, I
about to
don't
have a
want to
long
hurt
rest
you.
anyway. 2 rounds.
Yeah, well, okay, very well. See, I don't want to go fully for it.
Maeve's gonna pick up a cup and start drop some gold coins in it and start shaking it at everyone else. Like, place your bets.
So just imagine that I'll be able to do this twice as fast. I'm a little bit tapped on spells, but also this one has a cost, and I don't actually think I have it loaded today. It would be the what's it called? It's basically I can cast a spell as an action, and then I cast a cantrip as a bonus action. It's like spell wrought surge, something like that. I haven't got it prepared today. And I was reading that, and it says you can cast a cantrip as a bonus action. It does not say you have to, so you can cast 2 cantrips. And True Strike is the attack as a cantrip. That's two attacks. So it would be with the scimitar. This is why he's weighing it up for the great axe, because it makes no difference in how hard, how effective the attack is. It's just the damage. It's literally
just the damage from True Strike, isn't it? You don't actually roll the damage for the
no,
weapon,
you do. You add the True Strike damage to it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So this is why I was asking for like crossbows and stuff as well, because I could do it at range, and it's marginally more effective than a firebolt if I do that. And I can do it twice. I mean, I can do it twice with just fireballs. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, so yeah, he's going to. I'm going to try to hit you as hard as I can. Apologies in advance if I do hurt you. I'll heal you. Okay. So he's going to. So he's going to. There isn't a spell for True Strike, is there? Oh, there isn't. That's weird. There's not an attack. I'm just going to use my chill touch because it's the same thing. It's +9, an 18 to hit. Technically, you're an ally, so I have advantage on you, but no, I'm not doing that.
That's not
how that works. Not in this situation, anyway. I'm not giving you the opportunity. So that is an 18, which would just hit.
Okay, so it would be this plus. So that's 5 plus the True Strike damage. God, I can't.
Which you get to choose, don't you?
No, I get to add it.
But I meant the type of damage.
Yeah.
It's either radiant. Is it force or radiant? I thought it was normal.
Maybe it's just radiant or normal.
Radiant or normal, yeah. Radiant, but this is a magic scimitar, so presumably that would affect both ways. So that is a benefit for it. So if I do intend to keep it for its damage type, a magical weapon is weirdly more effective than a radiant weapon because there's nothing that's so it's a weird confluence there. Okay, so Archon's like prepares you. He kind of holds the sword a little bit unsteadily at first, whispers something under his breath, and as he makes like the lunge for it. So the somatic somatic and material. So the material is presumably the sword, so it needs a value. So I was actually looking at running this with Shadow Blade, but you can't. It doesn't have a value, which I was like, ugh. Yeah, but I don't want to run it with a concentration spell because I want the spell surge instead. So yeah, so he does that. I'm going to say the somatic component in this is the attack, and it's very much it's kind of like a fencing attack. Like he lunges forward, and at first it probably looks a little bit silly, but if you've ever seen like Olympic fencing. Like very quickly, you realize these guys aren't fucking about. So it's like a proper like controlled lunge, and it would it would hit you for 16 damage.
Sidon being Sidon, and he's not gonna make this easy. I was just rereading Deflect Attack here. When an attack roll that includes bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage hits you, you can reduce the attack of the total damage.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just the slashing.
Technically, we're doing that bit wrong, but
but it's fine. So he will deflect attacks there, and deflect 21, meaning he will sort of like bounce the blade off.
Do I take the overflow?
No.
Oh, okay. That's a weird feature then, isn't it?
Well, you can then spend a key.
I'm going to spend a key point.
Yeah.
You have to dex save of 15. You should be able to make that, right?
Optimistic in the extreme.
Bane,
19.
Bane.
There we go.
19. Yeah, that's fine then. So Sidon will then he will sort of deflect the attack and flick out a jab, missing you by the hair. Just sort of like throwing off a bit of an intimidation. Sort of like, yeah, I could have hit you.
You didn't.
No,
okay.
no.
I mean,
he's not trying to.
I'm like, okay. So, whoa.
Okay,
I was demonstrating. So, I was demonstrating there. That in theory, like he's going to put the sword away. In theory, I would be able to attack like that and cast a spell. So do a I don't know. I'm just looking at my spell. I haven't got any spell. I've checked like decent spells loaded at the minute. But hypothetically, like a burning hands, blast you with fire and then hit you with a sword. For double trouble, things like that. And it could. I mean, alternatively, I could have Dragon's Breath up and I could attack you and then breathe fire on you. So many options. Besides,
question, Archie.
Oh yes, yeah.
Do you need to get like some better armor if you're gonna be like?
He's already in. Really
I mean,
armor.
my armor's pretty good.
You're in like a breastplate, aren't you?
Functionally, no, it's like a chain shirt, something like that. I mean, functionally, I think I'm the hardest hit of all of you.
Well, I was just saying, the armor doesn't affect your damage with a sword. It only really affects.
Yeah,
I
just mean that.
It meant because if he's going to be a frontline fighter,
Yeah.
so I will
it's
say
better to
after
have
flicking
some
out the
armor, just-
after flicking out
hurt.
the
I'm not wearing
After-
any armor.
Yeah,
don't
but
need it.
he's Sidon.
my pecs block all damage.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
When Sidon flicks out the jab,
That's the reason he goes down
and-
so much.
when Sidon flicks out the
Too
jab
soon.
and Archon's like, "Oh, demonstrating." Sidon will just say, "You may have been demonstrating there, Archon, but sometimes if you are going to be in the front line, you're going to have to be prepared to take a hit in the face." That was just that was a warning shot. Leans over to Maeve. His reactions were a lot quicker than I expected.
Well,
What was that, Sidon?
if tomorrow
Maybe a
when I
stealth
say
check.
I need to do more preparation to be fully locked and loaded, to be as effective as possible. If you'd like to retry tomorrow, if you're okay with retrying tomorrow, I think I'll be able to do a bit of a better showing.
Yeah, I'm always up for a good session.
Just a suggestion for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe do it outside the
Yes,
house, not
yes.
inside.
But if there is a training ground, just and as I say, if you want to use all of your Archon kind of as I'm doing now, he kind of like vaguely karate chops the air, like and
That's
I'll
cultural
bring
appropriation.
no, and I'll bring my spells, and we'll see.
Sure. Sounds like plan. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you all would then head to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
So
Tired.
in game terms, that would be the point where you would get level 11. I'm not going to go through the level ups because I kind of like keeping it secret. I want to keep it secret, just for people to be
Keep it
like,
secret.
"Ooh,
Keep
that's
it
what it
safe.
is." Yeah.
Jinx, buy me a Coke.
But you
Oh,
all
I
make
have
up
actually
spells.
picked my second spell. 1 second.
Okay, but you can get your long rest and stuff. The only thing I'll say is that just for like the sake of time, this could have been either in the evening or in the morning. You would have been able to ask Gethin. So for the items you got from Malik's vault, you guys, I know not many of them were that useful, if any, were like that useful for you, and that wasn't the intention. It was just to be like, these is what he'd have because he thinks they're powerful magical items. Would you?
I mean, they kind of are, but
You know what I mean. They weren't made specifically to be useful for you guys.
It was his
but-
hoard.
Yeah. Would you want to give Gethin any? He will give you money for them, any of those items, or in the case of the Blood Moon Blade, the Gloves of the Gilded Monarch, or for those two, he would be up to removing the curse on them, so they're a bit more useful if you want them. Or with the Morning Steel half plate, the one that was like the dark, sort of unholy plate armor or half plate armor.
that looks super cool in the.
He would offer that it might take him some time, but he could try and purify it to make it like a proper, like a holy set of half plate rather than unholy, so maybe Cass or whoever would want to use it feel more comfortable using it. He will do that for free with the purify stuff. It'll take some time, so he might have to get that to you at a different time. But he can remove the curse, or he can buy them from you, essentially, to like be put away for safekeeping, essentially.
Yeah, the only one I have a real opinion of is the staff. I want him to do some. I want him to like keep it secret, keep it safe with the staff. Like I know you say that we can have it destroyed, but like until it can be destroyed,
to be destroyed, it would take a long.
Basically,
it would take time.
looking into the sun, right?
Yeah.
I don't really think anyone would mind if I said, "Can we just have this archface sit on it for a bit?" Like, is this cool? Like, you know? That's
Malik
okay,
would
right?
be. He would be interested in that because I mean, I'll tell you what he would say. Obviously, this is a weird timey-wimey thing. Just say Malik.
Yeah.
But Geffen, he would
Don't
be
get
interested in
twisted.
it. Because, and he would tell you that after Ishnir was defeated the second time, he was told by Vodor that he and Mara had like buried it in the shroud after they'd killed him. The shroud is the realm of fog and ice and stuff. Is where the Frostwalker elves are from. That they would have like buried it before having to leave because that was when Mara got sick. So he'd probably Gether would be interested to like look into it to be like, how the fuck did this get into Malik's hands, essentially? Because last I know, it was not. But yeah, so if you want to give him that, is there anything else out of that you want to give him, either permanently or for now?
Does anyone want the gloves of the Gilded Monarch? I've had a look at my attunements and I don't really feel like
This is
unattuning
the
to
gold
anything.
one, right? I
Yeah.
weirdly like these.
I mean, if you want them, you can get them uncursed. I've currently got them in my inventory because I thought I might take them if we can get it uncursed, but it's just not my style, I don't think.
I can't because I risk giving up Ring of Protection and my 2 bardic instruments.
What
the gloves, Ring of Protection give you?
The gloves do give you armor class bump. They don't get the save bonus, but they do give you the armor class bump.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know what I just really like. Can you remind me what the Blood Moon Blade thing does? Sorry.
Yes, I can. It is longsword. It's a +1 longsword.
There you have it.
There you go. Baby turn.
What's the plus on the?
It's just a +1 armor class.
Oh, that's what the Ring of Protection gives me with +1 with saving throw and saving throw.
But this also gives you flesh to stone and stone skin, and if you can remove the curse, then you won't turn yourself into gold.
So I see. So Drac has taken the Blood Moon Blade, right?
He's got it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
This is actually much better than the scimitar for me.
If you want me to do that, I can quickly make it.
What would it? So if he was to remove the curse,
it would just ignore that last bit.
Yeah.
Be a 1d8 or 1d10 plus 2d4, I think.
Yeah, that would be. I don't know. It depends how bothered I'm going to be about leaning into it. Plus 2d4. On average, it is better. No, I want to say no, just because it's attunement. It's a shame. It's a cool weapon. I think if we can like get it purged and then give it to like Layla or one of the marshals, it'd be cool to have. But like okay,
I'll just write that down for now.
Yeah.
And who wants the gloves of the Gilded Monarch? If no one takes it, I'll sell it to Geffen for 800 gold.
I assume you guys want to try and purify the half plate as well.
Yeah.
Half plate was the unholy half plate, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he'll try and purify and then give it back.
Whilst
Can I see
Okay.
the stats for the half plate again?
There you go.
There you go.
It
Beat me
is
to it. It's
big,
very strong.
Like wall of
It's really
text.
good, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Would it keep all of that stuff minus the unholy aura thing, or
No, so I would flip it. I would make it do. Hold on, let me just.
Resistance to necrotic.
So it'd be like radiant rather than necrotic. It would basically go from that to all of its abilities that are like evil would go to not. So like the spells, I would probably change Bestow Curse because that doesn't make sense. The Death Transference, I would change it to like Life Transference. Rather than necrotic damage, I'd do Radiant. Resistance would be resistance to necrotic damage rather than radiant, and then the aura I would make it do radiant damage, and then whatever I'd have to obviously look at it a bit more. That's why I said
It is
wait.
cool. Yeah, it is cool. I mean, if there's an argument for it,
There's no like.
I'm not gonna.
That will just take time. It's not like you're not
Yeah.
gonna have to pay him or anything. It'll just take some time.
Yeah.
Staff you want to get sell. Or like
Not. I don't know if I'm asking to sell it to him. Like,
well,
this
I'm going to
is
give you
more-
money either way. But,
okay, I'm not gonna complain. But very much like
yeah,
I don't want to
sell and
like
keep safe.
avoiding touching it, like carrying it to him via mage hand kind of thing. Please, we don't want this anywhere fucking near us.
The Beholder Crown.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I really like this. I was like, so Gethin, is there anything you can do about the aesthetic of it?
No.
No. Okay, god damn it. Begrudgingly.
I mean, if you want to keep it, you can. Like, I'm
Oh,
not
I won't
it's
hold it
so
against you if you wear
good.
it.
like
I
if you
won't hold
want
you
to,
against you
James,
if you
if
wear
you
it.
want to keep it in the bag of holding for now and decide at a later date, I'm not.
Well, the reason
like,
I don't want to get rid of it just at the minute is that we're about to go to another ice place, and I have like shoes of no thank you cold.
Well, then,
which
okay,
is
then James, just keep it for now.
Yeah, okay.
And if
I'll
you want to
keep
return
for
to
now, yeah.
it later, then
Yeah,
do.
it's so good. It's so
I can
it's not
see
even
when
bothered.
Jack like takes it out of the bag of holding.
He starts
like,
crying.
a fucking squid in his
Well,
hand.
Yeah.
And then the gloves. Do you want
And
me
the
to?
gloves. Okay, so going once.
No,
Going
no.
twice.
No. If I'm the only one who wants them, I'm more inclined to take the beholder. thing
Matt,
than
do you
I am.
want them?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Do you want them, Slab?
Do you want Slab to have some golden hands?
You get 2 spells, Flesh to Stone and Stone Skin, on 3 charges. If the curse is gone, the curse is at the beginning of each long rest, the gloves consume 2d10 gold from you.
Pay to
However,
play,
if
basically.
you don't have if you don't have enough gold, instead it deals 2d10 to necrotic damage to the wearer. But that's going to be taken off. So it'll just be an AC bump, and you get Flesh to Stone and Stone Skin.
Let's see.
They're both good spells.
Yeah, I was just looking as well because it would drop my deck saves. Well,
Yeah, you would
say-
lose the +1 bonus to the saves, but you get all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Does anyone need a ring of protection as well, though?
If anyone has an entombment slot they don't want, or
What about Nyx?
I don't care enough.
Porridge?
I'm not giving
Actually,
it
no,
to
not
her.
porridge. How about my horse? If the horse is going to be taking damage, it doesn't have a lot of hit points.
Do I want? I know it's technically allowed, but I don't know if I want them to be able to attune to items.
Can the horse attune to items? It has no fingers.
Yeah, it's a creature, yeah, or any creature.
Yeah, but it
That's
has no
Has
fingers.
no fingers.
Hey, right, I'm just going to ask one question, right? Because I'm going to tell you the answer to this question is 10 for the horse. What's Sidon's intelligence?
11 or 10.
Okay. The horse is as smart as Sidon.
Yeah, but I don't like people riding me.
Not fundamentally not true, my friend.
Fundamentally, I think it's
Actually, no,
happened twice
perhaps you don't let people ride you. Devils, on the other hand.
Well, what I've done, if you want them, speak now, forever hold your peace. There is a non-cursed version now in D&D Beyond for the gloves. If you just reload the character sheet, you can type in the item and you'll see 2 of them. One of them being non-cursed.
What
I
I'll do.
need to know because I wouldn't mind 800 gold myself.
Why
Okay for
yourself?
money for once, but yeah, we could always do with it.
It was because Sidon picked them up, and so Sidon
So Sidon being greedy then.
Wait, before we sell them, because there's a couple of other quick. So I imagine this is like kind of not the first thing we do in the morning, but like the second or third thing we do in the morning. Could I have identified the other things I didn't identify previously,
Yes.
which are some other gloves?
I did send them to
or
Pete already.
thingy?
Okay, I've not seen it. I will just I will just pass that on. But the other thing is, presumably we are going to be going to Ithereldar
Do you mean
for Bjorn.
Galador?
Galador, sorry, Bjorn
Yeah.
today. It will matter. Do people feel that we will need teleportation circles today, or can Archon hold off prepping it?
I personally think you can hold off
they-
prepping it. It
What?
is your spell.
Well, no, because if we need to move, if we need to get home quickly, I can do it. I say home back to the bastion quickly. That's what I'm asking, because it's a spell, and I don't.
Yeah.
I get
Today,
enough,
I think we're all right. Today,
Okay,
I think
cool.
we're all
I'll
right.
not load it then. Cool.
Okay. Okay, Matt. Final thing. Gloves, yes or no?
Because everyone keeps shouting. Would you just for the fact that Sidon's being greedy by pocketing the 800? I'll take them.
Cool. You take off your ring, tune to the gloves. They do shrink to fit your tiny little goblin arms. Because originally they were probably half the size of you. Now they are like the right size, and hey, he's got some golden hands.
What are they called without the? Unless...
Same names. You'll just see non-curse tag. You have to reload
Okay.
your character sheet beforehand. But same name. There'll just be a thing in brackets that says non-cursed at the end of it.
These are cool. These braces are cool.
Yeah, can I have them?
I mean,
I think
they
you're the
are
only person who
like
can use them.
written for Sidon, so
Yeah.
I think Porridge would really benefit from these.
Orange isn't getting my braces. I'm wearing them out of respect.
I'm not going to tell you what they do then, Simon. Yeah, no, they're cool. They're really good, and you finally be able to do some magic.
I can already do
It's only a
magic.
mage hand, but
He does have burning hands.
I have
and
Oh,
true,
Burning hands.
true. I actually weirdly don't have burning hands. I was just looking at my spells. It's like, well, how do I not have that spell?
Yeah, in the morning, as you're all, I'm just saying you've spoken to
That
Gethin.
AC bump is actually pretty nice.
I'll just move you all into here. Is there
Well, like-
anything
Also,
happening?
just remember, I do have now a spare ring of protection for someone.
If anyone wants it.
So, Artron, are we doing this thing in the morning here?
Yeah, sorry, I was just.
Well, I
looking at
will.
spell
I
book.
just first thing in the morning.
Mhm.
As you're all sort of gathered together, this is probably Gethin and or Sable have done. They have opened the bag and been like, "Hey, give us your shit." Close the bag. So you gave the everything but the gloves and the beholder crown. Let me just type uncurse into there. So you sell or equivalent the staff. It's just the staff. Oh no, you sell the blade as well. Do you?
The blood.
Blood moon
Yeah,
blade?
weirdly, it doesn't benefit me to have it. Like,
Cool.
I would literally be better off with a great axe.
So you sell
do
those.
anyone
So
want to have the blade?
I think we could keep it for Mal or Layla.
oh yeah, you keep it. Sorry. I'll do an uncurse version, but not right now because it's not going to matter. So the only thing you sell or you give is the staff. That's the thing you give like permanently. So he or she, whether it's Sable or Geth, it doesn't matter. They give you 3,000 gold for it.
Oof, Jesus. It's like 500
it's
gold
a
each.
legendary magic item. So you can, I think it's 500 each. 6 of you, yeah. So yeah, you will get 500 gold. And as they, one of the two of them, leave, what's happening?
While Sidon and Archeron are having their whatever they're having, their
Sparring
dick
match.
measuring contest, is there somewhere in town that does like proper Feywild breakfast? Like a truck.
The inn would be, although the bar / inn would be the closest thing. Yeah.
Do they do like takeaway food?
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
Okay, Maeve's gonna go and get breakfast for people
You
because
into the splash fan?
Huh?
Into the splash fan?
yes, she's gonna get breakfast for people because she wants everybody to eat and cannot cook to save her life. So she's not gonna force you all to eat pancakes that are.
Could have asked Sidon to cook.
No, because we don't want small game for breakfast. yeah,
Rabbit stew for breakfast is good.
You
How
put
much would it cost
Feywild
for, like a
rabbit stew.
breakfast butty for everyone, and then a cheese toast
like
kebab?
yeah, or like a croissant with ham and cheese. Oh,
Yeah.
As you're going to pay, Mara, who's in the bar, she's like sleeping there. She'll pay for you.
Aw, bless her.
Cass is completely hungover.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll get
not.
an extra greasy
I'm
version
tired.
of Cass.
Mhm.
Many
Yeah, and
things.
She would say thank you to Mara and then bring it back. I imagine she's got like those paper lunchbox bags
Mhm.
and just starts handing out breakfast and coffee to everyone.
so just before we have this, the grudge match of the century, with Sidon and Archer on, he's going to nip into the blacksmith. Is there a great axe in there?
Roll me a d20.
It doesn't even need to be thingy.
I know.
It's a mundane great axe.
I know. I'm just trying to.
19.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, there is.
Yeah, nice. Okay,
19
I love wasting a 19 on a fucking mundane great axe.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! How much? Oh, this is a wonderful chopper.
They're like
How
10
much?
gold, aren't they? They're
Not
not that
30. I'm just
expensive.
looking at it here. It's just
Just
30.
looking.
Uh,
I
Yeah,
don't mind 30
it's
though.
that price. It's 30.
I look around. No Mara. Okay.
No. Nepotism.
So let me just inventory
You
that.
walk back with Maeve, and Maeve's like, I got all of this for free.
Where is it just fucking gone? I can't see it for love and money. Where is it?
Nothing.
I didn't actually add it to my inventory. I just removed the gold. I was like, there was a transaction here, but
So
didn't
you
work.
left your great axe.
Yeah.
Gave me the
Fucking
money.
left my
Just walked
car
off.
keys and the doctors. What a knobhead. Right, great axe. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's gonna stroll out. So we're like meeting in the
Say like this back area.
yeah, but it's like
Yep.
okay. So bear with us, and we're just gonna stretch. He's gonna stretch out a little bit, bend over to like touch his toes, put his touch his forehead against his knees and stuff like that. Surprisingly agile. He will remind people weirdly he has +3 in athletics for no good reason.
Why? How?
He
I
just
don't
starts
like
doing,
having-
like the high knee things.
Yeah, I
I'd
don't
have
like
the plus
having
9
any
to athletics.
negative. Well, I don't
So-
like having
so it
any
shows off.
negative skill checks. Like, I have a 0 to all charisma, but I don't have any -1s, even though I've got a negative strength. I don't like the idea of because when athletics matters, it actually really matters because it's like you're being grappled or something. So when it matters, it really does matter. And there's a warlock in the party. Why do I need to be able to persuade people?
You're gonna walk on a bard, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, he's gonna do all that stuff, and then rather than the scimitar, like the very ornate scimitar, he's gonna lay that like gingerly at the floor, and he's gonna pick up this fucking brutal, like really old school great axe that I imagine is taller than him. Like, and when he picks up at first, it's like a kid like picking up a massive.
Are you sure you want to use the great axe over the scimitar? It
Yes.
seems a little bit big for your size.
That's what
Start
she said.
small.
Simon.
Start small. Work up.
No. And as it looks like it's going to topple him over, he's going to like flip it and spin it round with this practiced intelligence ease.
Can you just make me an athletics check? I just want to see how comical this looks, if any.
Okay.
Like, I just want to see.
14.
14. It's like as you're moving with it, you go like slightly too far, but you're all right.
Okay, yeah. So he's like, yeah, don't worry, son. And it's all about leverage and the fulcrum. Yes.
I'm aware of that. I'm a martial master.
Well, it's to be proven. So, shall we?
Yes.
Okay.
What's happening?
Do we roll initiative or what?
God, are
Are
we
you-
doing
are
a
you
full
gonna
fucking
have it?
fight? Okay.
It's up to you. You're the DM. How do you want to rule this? It's
Okay.
kind of out of
What
left
gonna-
field.
This is a
What I'm gonna
spa.
do
It's
is
in
I'm gonna
spa.
do.
Right.
I also get to roll initiative, and I'm gonna do 3 rounds.
Alright.
Wait,
Okay.
before everyone starts, who are we putting bets on?
That's a good
Uh,
point.
as-
Rosie, you
I'm
bet.
putting real money bets on this.
So as side, just for my. Where's my fucking character sheet? Where are we? Sorry,
I
I
don't
was
know,
zoomed
James,
right out.
probably
I
on
forgot
your
we were all the way up
computer.
here. Sorry. As we roll initiative, I'm gonna silvery barbs it and give myself advantage on my next attack. So Sidon has to re-roll the
Well, it's
disadvantage.
your next D20 roll. So it'd
Yeah,
be your
but
initiative.
I've already rolled. Like, so the wording
I mean,
is.
so technically initiative is all rolled at once.
That's what I was
So
gonna
it's-
say.
So
Yeah.
so really, it wouldn't be the initiative roll. It would be
Okay,
the next
yeah.
roll after.
I mean, Pete, you can roll again, but I don't think you can go
It
second.
doesn't matter. I just want advantage.
Alright, if I roll a 1, I'm gonna put 10 gold on Archeron, and if I roll a 2, I'm gonna put 10 gold on Sidon.
Roll.
Okay.
That one.
Okay, so there's
We both
10,
rolled
10
awful.
There's 10.
I rolled a nat 20. Thank you very
Yeah, I
much.
know. Yeah, it's great to see that.
Okay,
So
so,
just
I'm going to
just
turn
for
towards
scope
Nate
of like thingy.
and Gold sided.
Just for scope, can and for safety, could I have asked everyone else be like behind cover?
Oh Jesus!
Hide cover? What are you doing?
Yeah, because this is like
Oh, God.
yesterday. It was like I was just demonstrating how to attack, and someone's like, and so Archeron's like not going to go all out, but he's not cutting corners.
Use all your spell slots, so you waste another day.
Mhm.
Sidon will ask you to go all out. Just
Yeah,
not
exactly.
murderous.
So wait, I'm gonna just write. Hold on.
Like go all out, just non-lethal.
I can't go non-lethal.
There's a magical barrier here that's protecting us.
That's not what I was gonna say. I was like, if you get hit, you get hit.
You guys know that it's a sparring match, right? You don't go
Yes,
all
yes,
out
yes,
in
yes,
a
yes.
sparring match.
I mean, of course, I know. All you need to do is say uncle, and I'll stop.
Do the rest of do any of you bet? There's
I'm
10
also
gold.
not using the horse here. I just want to be clear. Like, this is not
I
me
put
using the horse.
10 gold pieces on
Yeah,
side.
this is all on the ground because it's trying.
But the
something
horse
different.
is in the firing line.
No, the horse is well out of range of
I'm
my.
joking.
The
The horse is the like the overhead camera.
Yes.
Is anyone else betting?
I already bet. So.
Yes. Slab betting.
Nope.
What about
Okay,
Cassian and Nyx?
I'm not gonna have them bet.
Fuck. Wait, so if Archeron wins, I get 20 gold.
So
And if
if Archeron
Sidon
wins,
they get 5 each.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so as the cat bats the bell, the combat begins. Sidon, you are going first. I'm only gonna do 3 rounds.
Mhm.
And then I'll roll depending on how you guys
So-
are, I'll roll a dice after that to see how.
Just
How
to
would you say
confirm,
we're winning?
Archeron, you're all right for the sparring match, are you? I'm not going to pull any punches.
That's. I
Just
mean,
to
how
confirm.
difficult do you want it to be, son? As hard as
Well-
I can make it.
Just get on with it!
Jesus.
Come on!
All right. I'll run
Right.
forward, and I'm going to, as I run forward, I'm going to do a front flip and do a trip attack.
Go for it.
Um,
Oh yeah.
You're battle mastering, yeah.
yeah. So that is a 15. I don't think that hits, does it?
No, it doesn't. No.
No. Okay. Then I
He
will.
he knocks your foot out of the air with the side of the axe.
And my axe.
Yeah.
I will go again for a trip attack.
Again!
Again.
Oh, another bad roll. We're back to the bad
because
roll,
he
boys.
he's got his axe in the floor like embedded, and he like almost pole dances away from it, like yes.
It doesn't matter if I spend my key points because I can get them back.
You get him on the back.
So I'll spend a key point for bonus action. Can I get a roll above a 15? Trip attack. Let's go. 17.
It meets it, beats it, yeah.
Nice. So it is a strength saving throw of 16.
Okay. And I have advantage. Oh wow, a 2. Jesus.
Ooh. So
Dodge
you
was
are
knocked
knocked
prone.
prone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the damage, I'll make it bludgeoning.
I'll
So-
make it bludgeoning.
11.
Yep.
Does it-
D8. Oh,
Ooh,
that
from
was
everyone.
shocking. That's a 1. And there is actually an extra D4 here because of my training. Everyone has this training, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's an extra 2. And was that 3 attacks? Yeah,
was
so I've
3,
got
yeah.
one more.
One more with advantage.
Yeah.
God,
So what
that
happened
strength
with the
save was
advantage?
rotten. God, 3. 15 misses.
19.
Oh no, 19
Nine-
hits. Sorry, 19 does it.
19. Do I be mean? No, I won't be mean.
Yeah, he said go all out.
You can do if you want.
Did, but I'm gonna make a stunning strike then.
Okay. So
So,
what is that?
after he
A
knocks-
what?
It's a Constitution
Con.
save.
Con save. Con.
Yeah.
You got +2. Let's see. Oh, 4.
Yeah, then you will be stunned. So as Sidon like flips and knocks you down to the ground, he lifts up his hand and the energy shoots out and he just slaps it into you and aims to stun you. Yeah,
The
did I
thinly
roll
veiled
the
sexual
damage?
metaphors are
I
in full
never
swing.
realised how sexual fighting sounds.
Yeah.
Stunning strike.
7
Thunders.
bludgeoning.
In the back.
It's the end of my next
Getting
turn.
ready.
Start
End of my
next
turn. Sorry. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. End of my next
Start.
turn. Will be rotten. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's start of my next turn. The stun wears off.
Just wondering.
When
Yeah,
he
so
focus.
Archer, you take a few hits and you feel like your muscles like spasming slightly as you're like struggling to see straight.
I'm stunned. It's just
No, yeah. So yeah, the round goes by. Archeron's on the ground, and as Sidon begins to, get ready again, Archeron, you like your eyes focus again. and
After he sort of stuns him,
Sidon's
he's
on
like,
top of you.
yeah,
Thinly veiled sexual
yeah.
But yeah, Sidon, it's your turn again.
All right. Ground and pound.
Sorry.
So I knew it's on purpose now.
Oh, I'm tempted.
Do you have your reaction?
I do have my reaction.
You are not stunned anymore.
I'm not stunned anymore, but
I'm not stunned anymore.
I'm not stunned anymore. I will shield. I know it won't matter, but I will shield this one rather than Silvery Barbs it. So what my AC?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
What's your AC right now then?
It's 23. 22.
Right.
Sorry, 22.
Okay.
So the
I
damage.
was about to say,
is-
like, trust into Sidon's typically dog shit rolls to sort me out, but at the minute I think that he hits me with a nat 20, so that's at 12.
8 and 4.
8 and 4, 12.
Bang.
Yeah, the dirt is gone.
Next one. Do it again.
Do it again.
23 hits.
No, it's a crit.
You're prone, mate.
Oh, yes, yeah, shit, yeah. Oh, yeah, shit.
No
Oh,
fucking
same
way.
roll. Whoa.
What the fuck? I've never seen that before. 2 crits,
Holy
same
shit.
roll. Take an extra 8 on
yeah.
top of that because I forgot to do the extra damages. Don't know if they get bumped by crit, but
They probably would, but I don't care. Let's just leave
Yeah.
it. How's
so
Archer
bang
looking?
bang.
Fun. He's below
Okay.
half, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And for my bonus action, I'll patient defense. I want him to get at least a chance.
Okay.
Okay, so as Archeron was getting pummeled, you watch as Sidon takes like defensive stance, and Archeron, it is your turn.
Yeah. Archer's going to stand up, like wipe the blood from his nose, and like weigh something up in his mind. And he's going to decide that he was here to try his hand at Marshall.
So I cast
There's-
Fireball.
No. Well, there's two things he can do. He can come here to try what he wanted to do, or he can win the fight. So he's gonna try to
Win the fight.
Well, no, because
Try to test.
I'm trying to
Alan's
do
muscle
something
list.
here. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
no
learn something here. So he's
Yeah,
going to pull out this ruby and he's going to cast Spell Wrought Surge, which is his third level spell.
It allows you to cast
I can
cantrips. as a
upcast that,
bonus.
can't I? Is that
I don't think it
fourth?
does anything as an upcast.
Oh no, it's a fourth level spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it doesn't matter. I just thought it was the third. Weird.
So yeah,
Okay.
you can cast cantrips as a bonus action now.
Yes. So so I draw on volatile strands of time to accelerate the target's magic temporarily. For the duration, I can cast cantrip with a casting with one action as a bonus action. Additionally, casting a spell as a bonus action does not prevent them casting another spell of any level on their turn as an action.
Yes.
So I could do a few things here, but he's going to wipe the blood from his nose, pull himself to his feet, and then with the great axe, he's going to try True Strike as a bonus action. Oh
Gonna
no,
roll
that not to hit. I'll just use Chill Touch. 21 to hit.
I will hit.
So that's a 1d12 plus 2d6. I need to find a button for this. So it's a d12 plus this. 15 plus 8. So that's 23.
Is that 8 slashing?
No, that'll be radiant.
The 15 is.
Oh
radiant,
wait,
isn't it?
sorry. Let me just reread this. If the attack deals damage, it can be radiant. Yes, all radiant because I learned from yesterday.
Yeah, I think you can make
okay.
it all radiant. Yeah, it just does the additional.
Yep.
So
That's
23 points.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that high roll?
I thought it isn't that was a high roll. I thought it was specifically you did the damage of the weapon and then you did the additional.
So when you deal, if your attack deals damage, it can be radiant or the weapon's normal attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you could deal all of it as bludgeoning if you wanted to,
Mm.
or as slashing. Sorry, but yeah.
Why would I do that? Like you showed me yesterday. That's a silly thing to do.
It's
But yeah.
true.
So he turns out he's going to like slash you with a sword. Does that not have disadvantage because of patient defense?
you
Yeah,
roll
well,
twice
you
anyway.
double
rolled
rolled
twice
anyway, and you did a 21 and a 28.
Oh, 28. Sorry, yeah. Hold on. So he slashes you with it, and like takes a moment to gather himself, braces himself up against her, and like pulls him up to his full height and going, "Okay, let's see. I should have really cast that spell before the fucking fight started. Never mind."
So I just want to confirm that ruby that one is done. I think you got a
I
few
think
of
you
them.
give me 2.
I can't.
but like,
Yeah,
I think you
I
said
expected you to write that down.
2. Yeah, I'm just double check now.
I know
3.
you-
Sorry.
Okay, I know you bought a few of them. I can remember.
I'll just buy more. Like, I just want to see if the spell's any good. Like in practice. 'Cause my concern is what's about to happen next. I've got to make shit ton of Constitution saving throws. It's not worth it. Anyway, carry on.
Oh well, that was your bonus action.
That
your
was, that was
action.
my action and bonus action. The
You
spell
only
is an
made one
action.
attack. Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
how long does that-
I'm happy for it to be a free
Last
action if you want it to be a free
No.
action, but that's
No.
very strong.
I just forgot.
I forgot.
Cool. So that was Archeron's turn.
Doesn't
Mhm.
Archer get the plus D4 as well?
No,
No.
it isn't. No,
Oh,
no,
no.
That's this.
Okay.
This would be the last. This would be the last round because I took 2
Yes,
rounds
this
in a
is the
go.
last
Mm.
round. Yeah.
So,
Uh,
I like to think Sidon went to do the parry, and the radiant just blasted through his hand, and it's caused him to actually take the full brunt of it. Sidon's got a smile. So you can hit strong. Let's go. And he will do a. I'm gonna swing. 14
Nope.
misses. Gotta swing again.
24 will.
24. Yeah. So he will come round with a roundhouse, and this feels slightly different than the previous hit. As
One
this
sec, I
comes
might
through
actually.
as
One sec, I'm just thinking I might
false.
silvery bobs this one. Sorry, silvery bobs.
Ooh.
Sorry, silvery bobs. Sorry. Too late. I don't know if it's too late, but I was looking at it. But yes, silvery bobs.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Just give me advantage. That's fine.
Oh,
That's
29.
So that's
Yeah, it still hits.
That's
yeah.
madness.
He's still got
I'm not
24,
re-rolling the
yeah.
damage. It would be the 11 damage.
Yeah.
So as he comes around with this kick, you notice the glow of his key activate, and that won't be bludgeoning damage. It'll be force damage to the face.
Okay. I only have resistance to cold.
Yeah. And that was 2 attacks.
That was 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend a key point for the Fury of Blows.
Fury of
And
Blows. The lesser known brother of Flurry of Blows.
And I will swing again. 20.
Yep.
So he sort of hits you in the liver
Ooh.
for 8 damage.
Right at the liver.
And then for the final strike, I will do a pushing attack.
Okay. Yep.
21. Okay.
Why is it that Sidon can hit a lot against his friends?
Artron,
That's-
that last hit is knocked out.
Okay.
A 12.
But you
yeah.
still
So-
have 1 HP left because you're half orc.
Oh yeah. Did you guys?
Oh
want
yeah,
to-
sorry, yeah, I do, yeah.
So I will
So-
say because that like sort of slightly knocked you unconscious. I'll say you do get pushed back, but
Yeah.
as your
Yeah.
head hits like the wall, your eyes shoot back open as you look back to Sidon.
So I'm just
Okay.
going to roll the full damage here on my superiority.
Yeah.
So what that full damage, which doesn't matter because you come back on 1
Yeah.
anyway, would have been 12, the 13, 14, 15, and then
I imagine that's a big moment for
17.
Artron, because that's the first time he's been knocked out since.
And keep the spell as well. Yeah, it's the first time. Yeah, because it's the first time it's happened without the echo.
It's
Yeah.
2 checks because you got it's 2 attacks.
I did one before.
No, because
Oh,
there was
I
a-
see what you mean. So,
There's an 8.
can I just use that? Because I've rolled twice there.
No.
I'll roll it again. Okay. Con.
It's because you're
19.
You're fine.
nice.
Okay.
So I just need to mark off my resources that I've used here.
Cool. So yeah, as you're like against the wall, Artron, your eyes come back and your vision's very unfocused with Sidon in front of you.
Okay. Staggering forward, debating. Say, oh, it's really tempting to kick his ass. He wants me to go full out. He's stunning strike me like a bitch. Oh, okay.
Come
he's
on,
gonna cast.
Archon, show your
He's gonna
orc
cast
pride.
Cone of Cold on him.
Jesus.
Cone of Cold.
Cone of
Nice
Cold.
melee.
Yeah. Well,
No,
I mean,
this is
he
perfectly-
stunned me.
This is perfectly
Okay.
Yeah.
valid, and it actually shows that very smart play from Artron. It allows him to be in melee, and then when knocked out of the range, he can then control that.
This is.
and
I did say
angle
everyone to come back, but he's casting it at 6th level. And
really
that
wanna
is
cast
gonna.
your
Yeah, it's
highest on
gonna
the
be.
spell?
Yeah, gonna do that. Which is 98, please.
So it's a
or
con save?
save. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good at con saves.
43 damage on a fail.
Oh, yeah,
and then
that is a fail.
Yeah, the
On a
tree is also frozen.
as a bonus action, Archon's then going to attack with a great axe. This is gonna piss off. Chill touch for the thing. 14 misses. Dang. Yeah, hits it into the floor. You presumably below half now, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
You see him breathing
okay.
heavily, and he's very chilled over.
Okay, so what I'll say then is because Archeron is at 1 hit
At
point.
1 HP.
I will say, James, can you roll me a d20 with disadvantage? Pete, can you roll me? What is Simon's current hit points?
Oh.
23.
23. Okay. Can you just roll me a d20? You got to beat a 4. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So it doesn't take much longer for Sidon to, I assume, non-lethally bap Archeron in the nose.
No,
He sort of
literally.
flings him in the forehead.
I will turn around, I will say after getting hit with the ice, he'll probably look at him, have a smile on his face, and just sort of like clip his chin, and then sort of like grab him before he actually falls to the floor, and just make sure he's all right.
I'm in a
I'll,
one hit point. I'm not doing
I'll say,
great.
as you're knocked unconscious, Nyx will do a healing word. You get 13 hit
Did
points.
I do good? Did I get a main read?
Maeve's just
You
gonna turn
did
to
incredibly well there, Archeron. That was
Maeve's gonna turn
impressive.
to Cass and
Maybe
Drac and
you
just hand
get
them-
gold. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
hand
I'm
them
sorry. I
5 gold each.
tried. I
Oh
did.
yeah.
Archeron, that was really impressive.
I only got to do the attacks twice. Once. I only got to do it once. Only twice.
Look, you missed once. That happens. I miss a lot of times. I just make a lot of attacks.
No, I was hoping the if it were a real fight, the plan would be to be on the Pegasus, swinging down with the great axe, and then casting Cone of Cold.
Yeah.
Or spells like that. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Not again,
it was
but
really impressive.
oh, that really hurt.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I kind of got a little bit sort of like tunnel visioned.
No.
I struggle. I struggle holding back, especially in spars. It is a bit of a blessing and a curse, but it's all learning experience, and I appreciate you going all out as well.
Yes. Well, my thought was if I did that, oh dear me, I could have, in theory, done the Cone of Cold first, and then perhaps hit you with it again. But the plan is to see if it's feasible to do in the moment. So it's all a learning experience.
How are you feeling, by the way? I did hit you a bit hard, maybe a bit harder than I should have. Would you like one of my potions?
No. It's no hard feelings. It's not really. We're not like we were fighting. We're not battling. It was we agreed to it as a learning experience.
Mm-hmm. It was very good.
Hopefully, I don't. Perhaps we will need to move swiftly. But the moment we have a short rest, I'll be right as rain, and perhaps get some spells back.
There was something I noticed that you did that really impressed me. Last night when you tried to swing the sword at me, I was able to nullify the damage because it came at me non-magical. It was slashing. That time I went to do the same thing and it exploded through me. I felt the radiant energy. So that's what I mean. There's a learning experience there.
Yes. No, I'd say I try not to make the same mistake twice as whenever I can. Archon's going to pull a second level scroll out of his pocket. This is a new thing of mine, by the way. If you're hurt, Sidon, come here, and he's going to... Oh, I wonder if I can actually do this. I'll ask Asher, the DM. My Master Scrivener thing allows me to create a scroll from my spellbook to be copied onto a scroll of first or second level.
I will say, Artificer spells on your spellbook.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. So yeah, it can't be Cure Wounds. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm having that back.
Here you go. No.
One second. Where did I get this from? I do have some healing spells that aren't. Oh, that's fucking Artificer.
Yeah, like
I've used my second winds to just get myself up to 37.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, Nyx will do something.
Yeah. Well, it saves me. Do I have anything that...
Do a second level Cure Wounds on both of you. First one will be Sidon, 23. Second one will be Archeron. Oh, that was bad. You already got a...
I can take the 13. Archeron.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Actually, we're not presumably going to be getting into a fight, and if we do, Archeron may hang back slightly. 27. He's almost back at half. He's like presumably going to short rest and get a chance. I'm just thinking what spell I can because kind of relying on the Cure Wound. But
so I'm going to cast Prayer Healing on both of you, just in case.
Okay, so you'll...
Very much.
Oh my god. I'm going to add 2d8 to that.
To who?
Archon took the most damage.
Yeah, then this is going to Archon. So Archon takes 17 and Poseidon takes 6.
That's not 17.
13.
It's 13.
13. God damn it.
I just got healed for 13 3 times.
Yeah, weird. In 3 different ways. But yeah, you all move back into the seating
Thank you very
room.
much.
Yeah. As Cass probably finishes their prayer feeling in there.
You know what I'm going to
Ooh.
do then? I'm going to write today. Oh no, we've already identified it. God damn it. Trying to think what I can do this for.
Don't have to use it instantly.
Well, no, you have to decide at the end of a long rest to pick the spell.
really?
Yeah, it's weird.
I lied. You do have to use it instantly.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I was kind of relying on Cure Wounds. Okay, it's going to be Wither and Bloom. I'm going to take Wither and Bloom and write a scroll of Wither and Bloom. I don't actually have... The benefit is I don't have to have the spell prepared, so it just expands my spell list by one for the day. It's just from my spell book, so it doesn't have to be prepared. There's like this weird thing about it that if I take... If for some reason I was to take 3 levels in Warlock... There'll be an argument if I took the pact of the tome that I could use spells out of there. But
I don't know. I don't know if I'd go there because it's specifically got a name.
It's weird as well.
Book of Ancient Secrets versus Spellbook.
Yeah, it's but yeah, it's not a terrible feature, but it's not the best 10th level wizard feature. It's weirdly worded and kind of limited. I don't know. Maybe Magic Missile's a good one for it because I never load that spell. I don't know. I'll keep. Or maybe Scorching Ray. I don't know. I'll have a think about
it. On to other matters. Can we purify the armor, or is that still?
It's gonna take time. It's not gonna be today thing. It's gonna be like whenever the DM thinks enough time has passed, he'll give it to you.
Yeah.
It will just appear in your lap.
Be opposed to me taking it?
Well, no, not opposed. But I did wonder about whether or not you would be happy with it. Is it? I know it has the unholy aura now. It's an item of evil.
You guys don't have it right now because Gethin took it.
Gethin's removing the evil, but it's steeped in darkness and mystery.
So are you. We put up with you.
But I will say,
you don't get a choice about that. No one here's attuned to me yet.
Mel's attuned to you.
Well, she's not here.
No, she's not here. Yeah.
So I will say, Solista may be able to forgive you as long as you don't fall down a dark path.
Well, hopefully it can be purified.
Yeah, once it's purified, at that point it's a holy item, right?
That's how that works.
Is that how that works?
I'll say that.
You told me you're the cleric.
Nix as a cleric says. Nix as a cleric says. Yeah, that's how it works.
So yeah, at that point it's a holy item. So all good in the hood.
Yes.
Is that how it works?
Apparently, one of the gods agrees with me. I just got a quick text message in my DMs. It says, "Stop breaking the fourth wall and get on with it."
Okay. Well,
lots of love, Deadpool.
Yeah. So, Archon is sitting around, just like relaxing or trying to unwind a little bit. So the plan is now to go for Bjorn and convince him. Okay, this is going to be a very strange question. Do we know when and where this meeting is going to happen? I know we're waiting for them all to agree to it, but do we have a location, as in like a room specific? Presumably, we'll need to be within Crown Top.
I believe our rogue who we sent along with Alex
and Kalen.
Kalen. Yeah. I believe they managed to organize a venue, and it's all agreed as long as we can get at least one person.
A time wasn't given, but it was essentially. I don't think it was stated specifically, but I will tell you that it will be able to be housed like within the what's it called, Thoralf Castle in Crown Top. I mean, I don't have a specific room, but like within the castle in Crown Top.
Okay, and what? Again, strange question. What are we able to offer in the way, if anything, of guarantees of protection? I know we as individuals are trustworthy and from various places and hold no specific allegiances other to each other and the world in general. But the Bjorn and the others aren't to know this. So is there any way we can give guarantees that this is not a ploy to bring them to a remote location?
Well, it does seem it is. I think if we're using Crown Top as like a base, and if we ask them to make their own way there, it may give them some, like, we're not gonna just take them there and then sort of like walk through the forest. If we can sort of convince them to go, they can make their own way down, and that way it's all above board. That's just my thought, but I'm not sure what we have to convince.
Do we know anything about Bjorn other than he's the ruler of the area? Do we know what he likes, dislikes?
Do any of us know anything about the Iferelden?
I'll say for anyone who's proficient in history, I'll allow a check.
That would be
Nope.
me. Sorry.
Guidance.
11.
Scramp him out.
Let's see.
Oh,
25.
20.
Yeah, so for Archer and Drac, you would know a little bit about him. His full title is Bjorn the Stalwart. He is the Jarl of Galador, is his like official whatever. He's a Goliath. He's very hands-on. He's a skilled warrior and like tactician. He's known to be very blunt and like straightforward with how he speaks. And he doesn't have much respect for those who are like he sees to be like weak or indecisive. Not like he doesn't care if if someone's physically strong, that's great. It's like if they are indecisive and weak like within themselves, like if they're strong in some way, like strong with their convictions and stuff, he's gonna be like, yeah, they're cool. He's not just gonna be like, if you got weak muscles, fuck you.
Jump.
Yeah.
This from my memory, this one may be right up your alley. He likes those who pick a path and stick to it. He may well even be very impressed by your wandering days.
Awesome.
Between us, we perhaps gather, we carry a little bit of respect, but as individuals, perhaps you would find me grating and irritating.
I don't think that's true. I think if you fight the way you did against me, use spells and a massive axe, which genuinely I was surprised at the dexterousness of you swinging it.
The strength of seeing it.
Dexterousness.
The intelligence.
The intelligence. Yeah. You made it seem easy, which is very impressive for an axe. Anyway, beside the point, if you spar with him the way you sparred with me, you might get some respect.
No, as Archer slowly tries to reset his nose. I don't think I'll be sparring with anyone again today, Sidon. No, I've tried it, and I will wait until we get into a fight. I think, though, in theory, the combination works quite well. Yes,
Trust me, it works. Your first hit that actually landed on me dropped me really low, and then you blasted me with a laser beam of ice. It works. Trust me.
Archon, do you not have spells like I forgot. I actually forgot the name. Fuck. Are blade
Smites.
singers a thing in this setting?
They are,
Yeah,
but
but
blade
that's not
singers don't get
spell.
smite spells.
No,
Yeah.
that's subclass.
I was looking
I thought they
desperately
did.
looking for ways to get hold of them, but there's a couple of
It'd be
issues
like
with that.
it's like paladins and hexblades. or something.
Paladins and bards
Hexblade.
only, and hexblades, and the
And
concentration,
there
so then they
is
used to me.
one I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure Battlesmith Artificer gets a.
They
Yeah,
might
they do,
get
yeah.
they might get branding or blinding or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not averse to looking further into battlesmith because they get to use
That
intelligence as their
will,
attack
I will
modifier.
say,
But
that will change your stuff with Artificer because.
oh yeah, yeah. So I'm not. This I've hopefully shown there's a way around it. It didn't help that I got stunned in the first round. If
This is why I was debating whether or not I should have done it.
yeah,
and
no,
then I
no,
was
it's,
like,
it's fine. It's like, in the fight, I would always try to get off as soon as possible. In fact, I'm a dumbass. Actually, now I think about it, I could probably cast that spell as a No, I'm talking to myself. Don't worry about it. I can. Oh no, it's twin. Oh, I could twin it.
Twinsies.
I could twin cast it on May.
The
She could
surge spell.
Yeah, search spell. She could always be because I was like thinking about this the other day, so I forgot about it. But you could when you twin cast Revivify, it only consumes 1 gem.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it doesn't double the material costs.
No, I guess.
So
it only double. Yeah, that's why it's really good. You can do so much with twin spell. I really like twin spell.
I guess that has to be 2 people at 0 next to each other.
Yeah, but so for me, in terms of meta-medics that I really like, I think Quicken Spell is overrated because of the rule as written. Yeah, rule as written, you get you get a faster cast on an action spell, and then you get a cantrip.
I mean, if you're a warlock, it's great, but then it's pain to get Quicken Spell if you're a warlock.
But something like extended. Is it extended that doubles the range, or is that
extended?
Distance spell.
Or is it
extended? Extended is the
Yeah.
only one I don't have for Galatea because I didn't see the value in it, and then so often I was like, oh god, I love this. Well, like 2 minutes is nothing. You don't want a spell to last 2 minutes. It's fucking pointless. You want a spell to last 4 hours or 8 hours or 24 hours or something. That's what you want.
But you can do it can work on what's it things, can't it? Debuffs. So debuffs that last like a round, you can extend it up to.
Yeah.
Could I talk to you all about something?
Of course.
Sure.
Thank you for the croissant.
It's okay.
You're gonna finish that croissant?
I almost dropped it.
I know this isn't probably what people were expecting, but I'm going to stay here for a while in the Court of Shades.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how long for, but I know that I kind of have to do it for myself. When things got hard at home with Samina, I ran away, and I mean, with Nyx, and she'd look over at Nyx as she's explaining, and I just kind of turned my back on my problems and thought that they'd go away, and it feels like I'm walking forward with my eyes closed and saying that if I don't look at the cracks, then they'll just sort of heal themselves. And I keep convincing myself that these things aren't weighing on me, and I'm sort of tired of pretending. If I'm ever going to move forward and figure out who I am, then I have to stop and stand still and face things. And I need time to accept what I am and not try and hide it. I know that I've been a bit of a bitch recently, and I've been sharp, and my words have been quite cutting to all of you. And if I made anyone feel as though they were to blame for what's been going on for me, then I want you to know that I'm sorry for that, and you're not. And this isn't because of anything anyone's done. This is a choice. I spoke last night with Cassian and Nyx about it, and I'm not going away forever. I just want to take a breather. Just some time to find my footing and find you all when I'm steadier and stronger. If that's okay.
I mean, it's your
mean-
choice. We can't force you to go with us. You will be missed, though. But
It won't be forever. Again, I don't know how long it takes to heal this kind of thing. I've never really focused on it, like I said. And I'd rather fix it and be a part of the group fully than constantly argue and overthink and get worked up. And I mean, it sort of came to me after what you said, Archron, after we had that blowout yesterday, how some time apart might be like a breather, might be a good thing. And I realised that a lot of my problems are based here. I don't know Gethin as a father, I only know Gethin as sort of a boss. And Mara and Chrissa and these people who are, they have the label of family, and yet I know nothing about them. And I want to take some time to understand it all.
which is totally understandable, and I for one, totally am down for. I mean, I'm gonna miss you, but I hope that you come back someday at least.
I will be back. You can't get rid of me that easily. I need to breathe.
Yeah,
without-
to be fair, we have been like neck to neck for God knows how long. I
I do know how long. I can tell you if you want.
It's been 20 minutes.
It's not. It's not a decision that I've made because of anything. I think I was very angrily snapping and lashing out at people because, as I wasn't there for that conversation. Never mind. As I've said, it's been like 2 weeks of non-stop shit, and I haven't stopped for 5 minutes to think about how crazy it all is. And I just, and there's everything going on with Nyx, and it's just, there's just a lot. I hope nobody's angry.
Why would we be?
I don't want you to think I'm abandoning you or leaving you to your own devices. I know, looks aside, and I know how troubling that can be sometimes. It's not going to be. I want to be a part of this group. I consider you all family. It's just I have another family now that I need to give a little bit of time to. But just a little bit, and then I will come and find you, I promise. I think she's mainly, at this point, sort of looking at Cass, Archron, and Sidon, because none of them have said anything, and she's kind of like, they're mad at me.
No, I think I was not stunned silence, but desperately trying to think what he would say.
Yeah.
And I think if I was like looking at the skills and was debating pressing deception to see like he's like sitting there trying to like look like he's sagely nodding, like yes, wise.
How pragmatic of you, Mary.
Yeah, how pragmatic and well thought out of you. But I think what happens
How eloquently spoken.
after like he's trying to intellectualize it, and he can. It makes perfect sense, and he is I would say nothing short of like eviscerated, like emotionally by it. Like I know he's saying like it's no one person's thought, but like fault rather, and he's trying to think like he's running over every single thing. He's probably just got his head in his hands. Like this is not the way he would like.
Persuasion check just to see if it's
No. It's not that. It's not that I don't know. He believes you. He can intellectualize it, but he's like, he's upset. He's really upset.
Yeah, I just don't want. I don't want Archon to think.
No, he knows.
No.
He's not taking it like that. He's done something wrong to like annoy you. Like that's not what he's worried. He's worried like how could have things gone different that he can't see how things could have gone different. He can't fix it. What you said, like you need to spend time with the family you've just found, makes perfect sense. He's gonna miss his friend, and he can't articulate it just at the minute. But he can't. Equally, he's not mad. He's just very upset. Like this is not like the day he wanted to.
Yeah.
Probably like he's like maybe if I'd have won the fight and she didn't lose like that.
If she got
And it's your fault. You beat him up.
I'm sitting there.
those 10 gold
I
were
won
like
the fight.
the breaking point.
Oh no.
Yeah,
So I was
he's
like,
just
yeah, I won the
That
fight.
fucking 10 gold. That was it for me.
he's just got his head in his hands a little bit.
300 giving to me.
Yeah, and then he's just gonna like, just like pull his head back a little bit, just kind of like look up, like maneuver his glasses slightly, perhaps, so the light catches the front of his glasses, so like you can't really see his eyes.
Oh god, he's doing the anime.
He's doing anime.
Just for a minute, and like, he was really badly hurt. Maybe that's why his eyes are watering. Like Sidon really hit him pretty hard. So
He was
He's
allergic
like-
to something in the
Sorry.
Feywild food.
it's Maeve. It's you have the sending stone. If you ever need to get in touch with us, you can. Well, I hope they realise how lucky they are to have how lucky they are to have you around them, and we'll always be with you a little bit because we've got a little bit of everyone in Sen. I think I just left something upstairs.
I think
Yeah,
Sidon
fine.
is. Sidon is. It's an odd feeling of all the group to not really say anything. He's kind of just there with, even uncharacteristically, isn't got a smirk or a grin. He's sort of sitting there processing in a very stoic manner, which is very uncharacteristic of him.
We can hear the
His-
cogs whirring.
No, he's got his arms crossed and his eyes closed, and he's just sort of thinking. It's very it really is uncharacteristic, and he hadn't said anything since Maeve has explained. He doesn't quite know what to say. He understands the reason. He's not 100%. He doesn't know exactly how to explain the emotion behind it, what he's feeling. So he for a while just sort of sits there and just sort of uncharacteristically just stays relatively stoic and silent as Maeve explains it all.
Cass looks at Maeve, opens her mouth to say something, closes her mouth, looks conflicted, goes to say something again, says nothing, looks at the table, and just kind of like sinks a little bit into herself and just nods along. How will you find us?
Got a sending stone that I gave her that's key
I also
to.
have an
No.
archway.
Yeah, girl,
Yeah.
sending stone and an archway. Between them.
And worst comes to worst, just follow the smell.
Yeah.
Go outside.
Follow the path of
The smell of
destruction.
cheese toasties,
Go-
right?
Goes between the planes.
If I have an animal,
They're all gone. His rations are just cheese toasties and he's eating them all.
I haven't actually told Gethin yet, and I don't know when you're all planning on.
Just imagine that. He's like, you can't fucking stay here. Get out.
Yeah. So I don't want to go until all of you leave, because obviously I want to make the most of the time that you're here. But again, I don't think this will be like a long. I don't know how long it will be. I just need to do it for myself. And I am sorry that I didn't say anything sooner. I just wanted us to have a nice morning.
Yeah.
I've been a
Nice
butcher.
morning. Yeah. Oh no.
So I will ask
Is
them.
this what she bought breakfast to soften the blow?
I think so.
Yeah.
She didn't even pay for it.
This is why burnt
We don't know
pancakes
that.
would not have hit the mark. Burnt pancakes.
Well, maybe then it would have been easy. She's like, oh, fuck,
Pancakes on a plate.
Going,
By the
yeah.
way, I'm leaving. Plate cracked.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
you go
So
on a
what I
cooking
will-
course.
What I will ask is that well, let's have one question. When are you guys planning on leaving?
I thought we were
What?
leaving today.
I thought we were leaving today. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
we can
nice,
still.
I
No,
thought
I
we
know.
were, yeah.
I mean,
Well-
like time-wise. Like,
to be honest,
Otherwise, it's going to be that awkward thing of two people saying goodbye and then walking in the same direction.
I don't know. Like,
I think
is
we're
it.
only
I
waiting for
thought
the
we were
armor
going-
to
I thought we
be
were-
purified,
yeah.
right?
No,
No,
I
'cause that'll
didn't
take a
expect
little
you guys-
I'm
while.
I'll
ambivalent
take
about the
time,
armor at
time.
best now. That is,
Yeah.
Archon's completely lost interest in the armor. But it's one of those things like,
I thought we were
His-
leaving like in a couple hours.
yeah,
I know.
I did. I think, I think to not make it like really cringe and awkward, as much as he would want to hang around and like pester and stuff, I think it would be. Yeah, I think he probably would just be like, it's like this veil settles over him a little bit, as he's like had this moment of like emotion, and he's like sitting and like squirming in the chair. Who's moving my token?
Me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think I was like.
I'm the only other person who can.
Who's
I was just like,
moving
honestly,
my
I was just like,
I
I
won't
thought
move
maybe
it.
I was.
James, I know you don't pay attention to the roll 20, but I do because
No, I do.
there's a
It's
visual.
just I keep jumping because I've got so many spells and stuff. So I have to read the spells and stuff. Like I can't remember all my proficiencies and stuff. So I have to spend most of my. I've only got one screen. Remember? Anyway.
I only moved it because when you said you left, I moved you out of the room. And then
Oh
moved
no,
it
I was
back.
joking. That was the like.
Yeah.
So he would like be squirming in his chair and stuff, trying to figure out what to do with himself, because there is an immediate out that we could just like say a sweet short farewell, because he's not saying goodbye. It is a see you later.
See you later, yeah.
See you later, mashed potato.
I think to make it less awkward, if it felt really quiet, Maeve would just like stand up, probably walk around and attempt to give people hugs if they accepted them. I don't know. And then probably just head to go see Gethin and be like, hey, is it cool if I stay for a little while? I didn't ask. But
Yeah, I think then if it comes out that she said that she hadn't spoken to Gethin, maybe we should. Would Gethin be able to speed us on our way to? I
Yes.
assume he'd be able to.
Yeah.
Speed us on our way. Excellent. Well, if you're amicable, then there is one more small favour rather I need to ask of Gethin. before he sends us over.
Okay, so the thing I
Go on.
will ask is, I assume then you guys are not taking a short rest, which is mainly my question. Because
No,
Oh,
Archon has no desire to take a short rest anymore.
I would take a short rest.
well, if some people saying no, I can't. I'm not going to say one of you.
I
Can
don't
take a
think
short
we've
rest.
been sat there long enough.
No, you
I mean,
haven't.
if we have, then fine. One is passively happened.
No, I
but
don't. I don't think so. That's what I was saying. It's like
Not
if
been an
you
hour
guys
since I fight.
no, because if I mean that was like a conversation in real time.
yeah, it was like 10
Um,
minutes.
It was like
Ask Gethin
20
for
minutes.
one.
20 minutes at most. You can't. That's not. uh,
Even an archfey has limits.
I mean, you can
It's
take
Teleport
cat nap.
you. He can teleport you anywhere in the world on any plane of existence. Can't give you a short rest.
Do I need to learn the spell catnap to keep you like up to snuff with your resources?
No,
10
no, no.
minutes.
It's
Is
fine.
Cat long rest or short rest?
No, short
Short
rest. 10
rest.
minutes, short rest.
if it was long rest, that'd be actually a good spell.
It's okay for warlocks and fighters and monks.
But
yes.
no, I'm all right. I can get all my it's health thing really. I can get all my key points back when I roll initiative.
Hey, Nix is. Oh, if it wasn't obvious, Nix and Cassian are also staying.
Can we have all the cool shit back we give to Cassian?
I mean, if you want them back, he would. Like, you can.
I think we only gave him the dagger, didn't we?
The only thing was
Okay.
the sword that Drac gave him.
Oh, right.
He's got a sword and a dagger, and neither of which I think are very useful for any of you.
No.
I
thought we gave him
So
some
if you-
stuff.
So if you want to ask,
No.
oops, there's two Drac. If you want Talzenbach to be petty, you can. But
Yeah, no, we because if you
Give
remember,
more stuff back. No.
This
if you
only wants to
remember, one
then
of the,
shake all the gold out of him.
still gonna need the gold. It's his gold.
if you remember,
anymore.
we had a lot of issues with Cassian because he, for the longest time, didn't have a magical crossbow.
I
He
was
still
thinking
hasn't
about
got a
this the
magic
other day.
crossbow.
I was actually going to say to Asher that we should get rid of his subclass and just have him as an expert, because the fact that he's got a rogue subclass is actually detrimental to us as a party, because he had the ability to steady aim, so he was always using his bonus action to give himself sneak attack, which meant that he was never able to give anyone else advantage, and if he didn't, we were always dumping advantage on him
in the
in some way.
Malik fight. In the Malik fight, he actually did give me advantage.
Yeah.
Was that
It's what actually secured the win.
Was it yeah? Well, this is the thing. I was
It's just if
so I
he's
could
enraged,
free his up.
Like
I was giving up. That's why I kept giving him silvery barbs, and it occurred to me that at that point it was like a cost, because if he had range, it was a non-magical short, like a crossbow or whatever it was. And I was just like, oh man, that's like, it's actually coming at a cost. Anyway, never mind.
Well, but yeah, so you'll head over to Umbra Castle, where you walk in and you can see Gethin, Cressa, and Sable are all just nattering, just having a conversation as you all walk in.
I think
Should we wait until they finish, or
They're just having an idle conversation. It doesn't look like talk about anything important.
So,
Maybe
did you
just
see the game last
they
night?
must be talking about geopolitics? It's way wild.
Maeve would just turn to everybody and like put a finger up as if to say like, "Give me a second," and then
Thumbs up.
go over to Gethin.
Oh, yes,
And I said,
and then Sable said, "It's not that funny." Looks over to you. Oh, planning on heading out? We got those items, and they are the ones that you want to be purified. It's happening. The rest of them are being. I'm not going to tell you because you wanted them hidden.
Liquidated.
I wanted to, if possible, stay here for a little bit.
You see, Gethin looks slightly surprised. You do see Crissa, who is looking a lot more awake than last time. Because she might have like 1 level of exhaustion now, but definitely not the 4 that she had before. He looks to you, looks to Gethin, looks back to you, looks to Gethin, looks to you again, and and says, "Oh, that would be fun. Listen, this place is fine, but it gets a bit boring. No offense, Sable. No offense, Dad. There's just not that many people. Like the rest, they're all dead."
Mm-hmm.
And you can only have so many interesting conversations with a dead person.
Oh, don't
So-
even go there. I have stories for you.
So do I.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But yeah, Gethin says, yes, that's of course fine. What about your friend? Are you all staying?
No.
You can see the worrying on his face.
I don't have the facilities for that. No.
With all the food that Simon's eating, they're running me dry.
No, they are planning, I think, to go to Galador.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you could help them do that.
Yes, of course I can do that.
Would it be okay for Cassian and Nyx to stay also? Nyx barely eats anything, so it won't be an issue.
No, I was joking about the eating thing. Yes, of course, that's fine.
Okay. And then she's gonna turn, walk over to Carissa, and just start gossiping, and then just put her hand up to gesture for the others to come over and talk to Gethin.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yes. So there was this one time.
Yeah. So the rest of you walk up and obviously see the scene in front of you.
First of all, Gethin, thank you for your hospitality and also the Pegasus.
Of course, you're always for the hospitality. You're always welcome. For the Pegasus, you have 2 tries, no more, no less.
Mm-hmm. No, it's fine. I promise to take care of it.
Also, I will just say, well done for maybe I should be a bit scared because you did take down another Archfey. So
Hey, I did fuck all. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well,
wanna kill the Archfey.
as a group, I'll be a bit scared because you did kill an Archfey. Just I didn't. I've given you free food.
Don't worry, we're not gonna hit
it's
you already.
I just had one, and this really is one hopefully last favor, and would like to ask. Obviously, Maeve has asked to stay here for the foreseeable. We're very sad to see her go, of course. But I was hoping you would give me the facilities to be able to send her horse to her from the bastion in which we're.
Oh, we can go and pick that up.
Oh, okay.
That would take me there. I mean, it looks to me. I mean, do you want me to snap my fingers and get the horse here? That might be a bit scary for the horse.
We can bring her more safely than that. She's she's very jumpy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
No offense, Sable, maybe not send you. Sable's like, wow. Just lounging. Yes, but we can get the horse here. Don't worry about that. I know where your bastion. I mean, Maeve can tell me where it is. You going now?
I think, were it any longer that we waited, it might get difficult. So perhaps yes.
All right. Where specifically do you want to go? Because Galador is pretty big. I've been there. It's not in the best circumstances, but it's not very. It's cold.
GPS coordinates 332, latitude.
I mean, if you have the exact coordinates, I could do that.
I don't.
But, okay.
With my high history roll, would I know roughly where Bjorn's castle is?
He would
Well,
live.
Stronghold,
His
rather.
his place of living would
Winterhold.
be in Tondara, which is the capital, in Tondara Hall, aptly named. Yeah, you would
If
know
you
that.
could send us to just outside of Tondara, that would be
Outside of the city, I can do that. All right. Well,
If you could just wait 1 minute, I
2.
I need to have a quick word with Maeve.
Mhm. Look at my map.
Good my horse.
Maeve, since saying you were staying, I've been thinking about what to say. I've expressed to you that all of you guys have sort of you're the first group I've sort of spent any extended period of time with. Like usually I've been a lone wanderer for a time. You're the first group, and since meeting you, you've pushed me to become a better version of myself. And I don't know how it will be without you here. The others will also be able to keep pushing me to become the best version of myself, but I don't know, I think the way we talk, the way we've had arguments in the past, I know it may not seem like it, but it is my way of showing respect. And I will miss you, but it's hard for me to vocalize this. But yeah, I will miss you. You say it won't be forever, so you best come back.
I will, I promise. I'm a woman of my word.
I will say, if you can make it, the seat will probably be open for you at the Crown Top Summit whenever that happens. I'll try and get a message through to you.
Thank you. She will attempt to give him a hug.
Ah!
Do you do that and give her a hug?
Yeah,
You make that noise.
Do like a
Awkwardly puts his arms like arms around her, like
as soon as they
like
break
an
away.
inch distance on every side.
Gross.
As soon as they break away, it's finger gun sliding.
yeah.
Okay.
I can
That's
see
the
Maeve going in
textbook.
for a hug inside and just punch her in the face.
Bam!
It's how I show affection.
The full powered punch.
Fuck.
And everyone in
woman.
Big old fuck!
No.
Finger guns
It
as
will
he shouts
hug
that.
back, but it would be a bit awkward about it. He's not really a hugger.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Like Bruce
Yeah.
Lee, his hands are lethal weapons.
as you step away, Gethin finishes looking at his flatless. And
It's not just a map.
yeah, and I've got slightly. It has all the curves, like the heights of the mountain ranges and stuff. So
So I
like
said it was
has-
flat.
Oh, okay. I made this up with the spot, James.
That's
yeah,
what they call atlases in this world. That's canon now.
Yeah, they're not flatless. It's because it's on a spinny thing. You can turn it. Yeah,
Like toilet roll.
Flow, but
yeah, like toilet roll. But yeah, so he, you see, he sort of begins to, speak in Sylvan as the marks on his face glow that, white sort of, white color, and you watch as a white, gray, and sort of purpley portal begins to open in front of you, and it almost looks like you're seeing through the portal, like a portal to the Court of Creation again, because in front of you is just vague outlines of buildings and white.
Well, I hope we don't get into fight with any guards today.
yeah, I'd prefer not.
No, yeah, side no go first.
The sparring with Archon really took it out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll go first. But first, and I'm going to run up to Maeve and give her a big hug.
Oh, she gives you like a massive hug back as well.
Yeah.
It's like one of those like squeezy hugs where neither of you can breathe.
Yeah. Should we do a strength check to see who hugs harder?
You
Who
can if you
cracks their
want.
back first?
They're both they're both equally weak. I mean, I guess Cass is slightly more, but
I'm going to miss you so much.
I'll be back, don't worry.
And here's the recipe to my curry.
Thank
God.
you. Please,
Don't show anyone.
please do your
See-
best to make sure that Sidon doesn't die. do
I do
anything
a
really,
mock
really
salute
stupid.
with my hand and begin to walk in the portal.
Is anyone else saying or doing anything as you're walking through, or are you just gonna walk
You
through?
live to rue the day.
I will walk through. See you later. Bye.
Archeron would walk towards it, turn around, look like he's going to say something. Still quite misty. Then probably try to give his approximation of like a strong smile, like "We'll be okay." Deception. Oh wow!
Wow.
That's funny.
We are going to be okay.
We're going to be okay.
We are going to be okay.
Okay.
And as you say that, there's like a
it's
flash
like
of
rolling-
fire through the portal.
That's like rolling the deception check for the call out moment where you can say that nothing bad will ever happen to us again.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's all like that, but in Team America, I promise I will never ever die. Yeah, so he's.
Please don't
I can't believe I wasted
make
a
the
nat 20 on that.
connotation for that as well.
But yeah, he's not being like mushy. He's hoping that the healing process is like you're here for a weekend. Realize there's like nothing exciting happened, and you decide to come back.
It's just all
Chris,
dead guys.
I agree with Chris. Oh, they're all dead. This is
The time in the Feywild is weird. It could be like Maeve's here for like 2 years and then comes back after a 2-year time skip. It's only been a week for us.
Maeve to be an old woman by the time you see her.
Well, she isn't half.
Maeve just comes rocking up. Maeve just comes rocking up. Right.
So
to
their
our
hair gonna
party.
get grayer? I don't think so.
She's gonna rock up our level 20 warlocks, just like, what up?
She's the new archway of the Court of Shades.
Yeah.
Then the
It's
hyperbolic
like,
time
what up,
chamber
my dudes?
goes
And just
very
appears
well.
from shadows and shit like that.
I think yeah, he turned around and give this like look of like, don't worry, you know. He tries to say a lot with a look. I don't know, rolled a nat 20, perhaps it works. But as he turns around, perhaps you just like glimpse it. You know when you're saying something to someone, and then you turn around, but immediately you like someone cuts like the puppet on your face, and your face just completely drops like back. I do it all the time when I'm like, oh hi, it's been great to see you, and then turn around and it looked like my resting bitch face returns with abundance. It's that, except it isn't resting, but it's just he's really upset. He doesn't want to have to go, but he can't. There's nothing he can do to make you come along, and he can't stay here. And so he's not going to try to make a big deal of it, and he's going to walk through and not look back. I don't think, not in like a huffy way. He's just trying to like to not. Yeah.
I thought you said hussy way.
Oh god.
His hips are swaying so much they bang on the side of the portal.
You lose some of your
My pockets. And it comes out wearing chaps. What the fuck?
Not in a huffy way, but certainly in a husky way.
Yeah.
anything from Slab or Drac?
Yeah, Drac is just gonna, like, you know, when you do that goodbye with just like 2 fingers, like, see you
Hunger
later.
Games.
Peace out.
Yeah, and he's just
You mean
gonna
like the
say-
meme where it's like, where does the peace out and just fades away?
Yeah, and he's just gonna say, well, Maeve, see you later, and please don't take too long, because, yeah, you know, these kids can't handle themselves, you know that.
I don't know who's called
Amazing.
kids.
And then I'm just gonna turn around and use an bonus action to activate the cloak to look really cool as I enter the portal.
Cook billowing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Slab, anything?
As he's walking through, he's like, I can't believe you ditched me with Sidon.
I'm sorry.
You're not, though, are you?
No.
But as the five of you walk through the portal, you're immediately met with a temperature pretty similar to the Court of Creation.
God damn it!
You can
Why is it always so
see
cold?
the portal closes behind you, and you can see sort of the white flats that are behind you, and in front of you is the city of Tondara. It is made of these grey wooden buildings, sort of lit with braziers and stocked with charcoal and burning bright. You see many types of people, all of them either having like thick fur, thick skin, or in winter clothing, sort of walking through. You can see many inns and taverns and communal halls. But as you begin to step towards the city, we will take a break. Yeah.
So, do we see the city?
Yeah. The city is right in front of you.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe, a minute's walk from like being inside of the city.
Archeron's gonna wrap his cloak round himself, kind of try to stand up straight. Are we on a road, or are we in like the?
You can see like, I would say it's like slightly snowy right now, and as you're walking, you can sort of feel there is like the gravel and stone of a road beneath you, but it's mostly covered in snow.
Let's get this over with.
Mhm.
He starts walking towards the city.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couldn't
So
you
you.
have teleported us a little bit closer?
I
We're
decided it would
literally
probably
a
be
minute out of the city.
less
so
wise,
cold,
considering
though.
what happening last time with arrival in a city unannounced. I thought it'd be best if we arrived at the gates and we're able to announce ourselves.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. So
Very
you
smart.
you walk up about 30 seconds to a minute. And the gates they're like sort of the wooden pike gates, if that makes sense. Like they're like wooden spikes in the snow. And they are like partially open. Doesn't seem like there are a few guards there wearing like heavy fur armor and things like that with we'll say spears. And they are like, they see you walk up. They don't look aggressive or anything, but as you do walk up, one of them does sort of very slightly stand in the way of the door and just says, "What's your business?"
We're here to see Bjorn.
May I ask why?
Yes,
We need
we are
him.
here. We're here to invite him to a gathering in Grand Cup.
Sort of looks at the guy next to him, says, "Yeah, go ahead. Don't cause any trouble."
Where is he, if you don't mind me asking?
He in Tondara Hall. If you follow Central Main Road down here, it will be in the middle of town.
Is it usual to request an audience, or can we just rock up?
Don't know if he's busy, but if he is busy, you'll be told at the doors.
Thank you.
They seem surprisingly open to the idea of us meeting their leader.
This is not unusual, Sidon. This is how it normally goes.
Really?
And
the
listen,
King and Crown Top didn't seem to be that willing to see people.
Well, if you explain your business to the guards, they can be reciprocal to it. We don't have not everything has to be cloak and dagger. We're not here with I don't know. Anyway, let's meet him.
and you get the sense that it's like as you're talking about tongue to Bjorn, it's like if you were gonna try and do anything to like a leader, Bjorn's not the one you want to go up against. They seemed really like, okay, if you want to try to, if you're going in there trying to kill him,
You're
good
gonna
luck.
get fucked up.
Yeah.
It's basically like a level 20 adventure, like with a couple of bandits on the fucking road. Like, yeah, sure, buddy, you're going to kill me.
But yeah, as you walk in, you can see the almost like winter grey wooden buildings, and all around there are these huge braziers that sort of warm the area. And while the environment around Tondara and in Galador, for the most part, is very harsh, within the walls of Tondara, it doesn't feel as cold because there are so many of these fires about, and there are inns and places to, like, communal areas to eat or to to drink, to make merry and talk. It seems like they know the surroundings are bad, so they keep the interiors very nice and like able to house people just in case, if that makes sense. But you sort of walk through the city, and you go past a few people. They're just talking and chatting. Like, there are a few like gruff looking people, but they're not they're not aggressive by any means. It's like they are allowed to be here, so they're not gonna try and
Yeah, they don't
kill you.
want to get thrown out. So.
Yeah, if you want to get thrown out of a city, this is not the one, because you'll be in the freezing fucking cold. But yeah, you walk through, and it takes about 20-25 minutes to go from the outer gates to the center of Tondara. And as you're approaching it, you can see in the center is this large circular building. There are these like thick plumes of smoke coming out from it, and you can almost like smell it as you're walking up. It smells of like cooking meats, and you can hear some people talking. Let me change the map.
Do we need to literally keep a hold of Sidon?
Mystery meat?
I mean, it's his money. He gets to spend it the way he wants. But
Oh no! We just might lose him.
Well, how nice does the food smell?
It sounds pretty good, but it is inside. But yeah, so you're in this southeastern side.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you're sort of walking up, you can see that those gates are open. You can walk through it. You see, sort of outside of the main building, is a like thick brown furred Leonin man who is currently talking to one of these large beasts with these rhino-like skin and these curved horns. You can see he's talking in a language is giant. I don't believe any of you speak it. But he is currently just talking to one of the beasts.
Are there any other guards about?
I mean, there are a few like people about. You don't see any guards now.
Okay. What are these things?
Yeah.
Can you make me a nature check?
Can I also make a nature check, or can I argue a survival check? See if I've seen them. In my
You can
travels?
argue it. I'll say no.
They're not small game. The
Yeah,
absolute
they're
antithesis of small
They're
game.
outside of your wheelhouse. I will say
18.
both Archer and Poseidon, you would know that these creatures are known as Rhymehorns. They're like beasts of burden that are found within Galador. Like thick skin, have some. Let me just look at this just so I can make sure. They're almost like winter rhinos, is the best way to describe them.
What an epic way to describe them. Winter rhinos.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Okay, so
Do they have ice powers with the name like Rhymehorn?
no, they're beasts, aren't they?
I would say with the 18, you'd be aware that they have their hide sort of absorbs the cold, which makes it so if they are hit or like are held, sometimes that cold effect will impact the creature hitting it. So it's like a natural sort of affinity for it.
Is this guy wearing an insignia or anything like that?
He's got I'll say he's wearing like what you would know as like the symbol of Tondara. Like I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, he's clearly like works here and has some knowledge about stuff.
Okay. get the feeling we should talk to this guy because he has got his own token.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Then again, there was an owl person who had their own token who really didn't have any character.
Yeah. This is it. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I think Asher just likes these tokens. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna go up to him and be like, excuse me, do you speak common?
Yes, I do speak
Whatever,
common.
whatever the presumably it wouldn't be called common.
Yeah, I mean, he turns around as you said, he gives you a wing. He says, "Yes, I do speak common."
Excellent. Is Bjorn in? Can he come out to play?
Bjorn is.
Can we have our ball back, please?
Bjorn is.
Excuse me, Mr.
He is inside. I don't think he's in a meeting. I think he's just talking with a few people. I mean, sort of looks around and says, I don't think he'd say no to guests.
Excellent. Is he in a good mood today?
He's in a things for a second, like taps his paw on the ground. He's in a adventurous mood today, shall we say? He wants to get stuff. He wants to get stuff done.
On a scale of
Adventurous is
1
good.
on a 1 to 10, being 1 being bad, 10 being good, how likely are we to get a chair thrown at us?
I mean, it depends on what you do. If you're,
No, but by when you say adventurous.
No, I don't think he'll throw
Well,
a chair at you.
When you say adventurous, would he be willing to travel to a different country?
I mean, perhaps he probably wouldn't do it for nothing.
Well, if he's in
go
now, perhaps we'll speak to you in a moment. But we do have business with him. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Yes.
a
Sorry,
good day.
what is your name? Just because I
Braylon.
feel rude.
Braylon.
Braylon. Okay. Lovely beasts. Braylon, are you their keeper?
I am the Beastmaster here. Yes.
Phenomenal. So we may catch up. We may need to pick up some of these beasts of burden for the tundras.
Oh yeah, I've got my
Yeah.
Pegasus with me. It's just not on the map. He's not riding it. It's just like about, I think. He probably would have it with him. He don't want people fucking fighting it.
Yeah, maybe
But,
not. Don't have it circling. We'll shoot it down.
Alright.
Went
See you
for
later,
that.
Braylon.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, as you step in, the door's like slightly open. You move it and walk in. You can smell the smells of cooking meats and hear the sounds of like quiet discussion. Let me reveal. Second. It's a really weirdly shaped building.
There is actually a bit of fog of war. That with the fog of war looks very weirdly shaped.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where?
Look in the top. Top.
Oh
area of the
yeah.
map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looks like Mickey Mouse holding one.
Luckily, that's not on the recording, so no one's gonna have any. Like that top bit isn't on the map.
Looks like a cock.
It does. It actually really does.
I'm
Looks like
assuming
a
this.
compass.
This.
To
this
avoid-
no, he's got
To-
tusks. Is he an Orling or is he an orc?
He
Goliath.
was described as a Goliath. But
Oh, so that's
probably-
Bjorn, but he's got
That is
tusks
Bjorn. Yeah.
and hair.
Yeah. What are to avoid
And a beard.
comparisons? I'll just reveal that. It's just the rooms. But yeah, as you walk in, you can see there are a number of people, around sitting and eating, with a very large grey-skinned man with long, sort of wild hair and sharp-bottomed teeth. As you enter, he looks at you. You can very easily identify this as Bjorn. He says, with raising an eyebrow, he says, "Ah, new faces. What brings you to the hall?"
You do, Bjorn, if I may address you as such.
Yes, of course.
Are we able to fill our plates?
he sort of squints slightly, and says, "Yes, fine, fine. Fill your plates." And you see a few people go and you get some plates and like a bit of like this pig is like cut up a little bit so you can have some food.
Mhm. I'll take some roasted pork. I'll take some roasted fish. Maybe
yeah,
grab some bread.
You see
works.
he, as you're getting food or not getting food, either one. You see he says, "So I assume you're not just here to eat my food and get very excited over my food. What do you need?"
Beyond, we're here as representatives, each of us from a different area of Periphalon. We all have stakes in the world. You presumably have heard of the various goings on in the world, the demonic incursions, the sweeping down of the ice fields from the north
Yes,
to areas south.
I've
Yes.
heard of this. It is well, it's definitely reached my ears, and I regret to inform I've not been able to do very much about that.
Well, we're here to give the opportunity to change that. There is going to be a collection, a meeting, as Archon's like brushing what I assume now is dried blood, occasionally from inside of his nose. A meeting of the various. No, it's fine. A meeting of the various leaders of the world to come up with a joint plan of what happens next, and we're here to extend that invitation to yourself.
You see, he thinks for a second and then sort of begins to chuckle. He says, "So, and you need me? Well, I'm flattered. I could be inclined to make the trek down." And you see, he sort of begins to think as he sort of picks at his like teeth slightly, like some food in his teeth slightly with like a toothpick, and he like rubs his magnificent beard, as he says, "Well, you've certainly piqued my interest. However, before I accept, if I could be so bold, I think I need something from you all first."
Oh,
I think
Shoot.
Archon probably
What do we
visibly
need?
sigh. Not exactly, like a little bit of like just there's so many things. Yeah, he's just gonna look a bit like visibly crestfallen. I think like that.
You see Beyond like notices that and then just like turns to address all of you. He says,
We are adventurers and we've done our fair share of stuff. What can we do for you? This meat is fucking delicious. Ow.
and I will say it is very good. You see, he stands up, and as he stands, he's probably like 11 feet tall.
Holy crap.
And very much commands the room. As he sort of begins to like walk back and forth around the fire in the middle. As he starts to say, 5 days ago, there was a series of quakes that shook the ground. Some scouts were sent to investigate, and they came back yesterday evening. They reported that the beginnings of a ruin had been uncovered about a day's travel near the beginnings of the Storm's Edge Mountains. Apparently, it was some stone and metalwork in the ground, along with a large sealed door buried into the rock. I had planned to send some people to investigate later on, but seeing as you're here and asking for a favor from me, I would ask that you have a look. As you said, gesturing to Sidon, I know a capable group when I see one, and if you want me to join this council, I ask that you see if this door can be opened and thoroughly investigate the interior before reporting back to me with your findings. If you do that, then I'll be happy to make the trek down and join this council you speak of.
Very well.
Awesome.
We might need a rest first, though.
Well, I mean,
Place to
we
stay.
can, it's a day's travel. I'm sure we'll be fine.
I
Do
mean,
good to go.
you guys haven't rested since your little spa.
Yeah, but again, it's a day's travel. We'll have time for a rest in about 8
Well,
hours.
Before you leave, as he sees Artron, walking off, if you do need a rest, feel free to take an hour or so. Or looks to someone next to him. Do we have rooms? He says, "Not here, but there's an inn." There's an inn if you need rooms. If you have to, stay an evening. But as was said, the area can be a little bit treacherous. So I think you might need someone who knows the way there and around the area. Luckily, one of my newly appointed scouts should do the trick. And you see he clears his throat, looking to the side at a kitsune woman who is sitting on a stool.
You see this kitsune woman is like shoveling this cooked fish into her mouth and just like snaps her eyes up and goes, "Huh? What? Me?
Yes, you.
Okay, yeah. Hi."
Hi.
So,
Would you like to describe this
Hello?
person?
Yes.
Don't eat with your mouth full, Sidon. Hold your mouth full.
She
I always do.
is a kitsune woman, so fox-looking creature, like dark red, orange, and white coloring. She is wearing these.
What?
know
I
what you
zoomed all the
call
way
it.
in and then
Oh,
the
sorry.
image got big.
She's wearing these like what I can only describe as like leg warmers that go up her arms, and then like brown gloves. She's got like a big chunky scarf on, and she looks cold, but like the cold doesn't bother her anyway, kind of thing. Like she's used to this climate.
Elsa?
Yeah. But she's got these like bright eyes, and when she looks up, she's like I say, she's got like a mouth full of food, and she kind of looks over like she's really confused as to like the fact that he's just gone, "Yes, you go," and she's like, "Huh? But the fish, the fish is so nice."
You can take the fish with you. You're gonna go anyway, but it just so happens you're going with a different group.
Okay.
Can I take the fish as well?
I'm
Fish is
not
good.
gonna wrestle it from you.
Yahoo! Can I take the fish on the spit? Can I just take the whole
No.
spit? Aw.
Okay, so how we gonna get there? Can we get some of those snow rhinos or what the fuck they were called?
Rhyme hunts.
Yeah, those.
Sorry, Scout, what was your name?
Oh, yeah. Robin.
Robin. Do you
And
know
you
the
are-
area well? Sidon.
Sidon. Oh,
Yes.
Sidon.
With the Moonstone Masquerade.
Oh, strong name. Like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else gonna reveal their name? Or
Should I
yes.
just call you
Sorry,
the Moonstone Masquerade?
My name is Castel. My name's call me Cass. It's a pleasure to meet you, Robin.
She's like got no concept of personal space. So as soon as you say it's nice to meet you, she'd like come straight up to you and like try and shake your hand.
Yeah. Oh, that's a firm grip. Yes. It's very nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Yeah, I am.
So she's still shaking my hand.
yeah, she's like shaking your hand and like waiting for everybody else to say anything. It goes on like a little bit uncomfortably long.
Guys.
No, I'm just gonna wait to see how long you can last.
Yeah, that's
Shill's
gonna be
beginning to
quite
hurt.
fun.
Please help.
You
You're
got to
laughing
tell
like
her your
this.
name.
I told you what I'm doing. It's up to Drac here.
Okay, fine.
Drac, please.
Hi, I'm Drac.
Oh, hi, Drac.
Oh,
she's
thank
still
goodness.
like, she's still like eating the fish, and then she like wipes her hands on her. Well, she's got gloves on. Oh wait, no, she's got gloves on. Oh god.
Oh
we've
no,
got another
she's
biscuit
like
moment.
the druid.
Alright, she was eating the fish with a fork because that's less weird. So she like
She just got it on like a kebab stick.
yeah, and she like puts it into her other hand and like goes to shake Drac's hand.
Wait, where
I
did you get the
shake
mini
it back.
spits?
Oh,
Should I do
over
a
there.
strange check to see if I?
No, it's fine.
But I want to do it, so.
Okay.
This
That
skewer
one,
over
that
there.
one.
Ooh.
Yeah, they've got
Skewers.
loads of different flavors on them.
Oh, it's 2 times.
That's a 2. Yeah, your shoulder immediately like hurts.
Cracks. Oh god.
Well, why are you holding his arm in the air? Drac, you're missing an arm.
My arm.
But yeah, I assume Sidon goes to grab a spit.
Yep.
Or like a kebab
It's
stick.
just a skewer, yeah.
Mhm.
He picks up all of them. He just takes the tray.
I imagined that he grabbed like between each like finger, so like 3 on each hand. He just sort of grabbed them.
like
Wow,
Wolverine.
He really likes fish, huh?
He
Yeah.
likes everything.
I like all food that is meat.
Okay, cool.
Never had a vegetable in his fucking life.
Oh, by the
Um,
way, he can hunt small game.
Should I be
Yeah, I'm gonna
concerned
go
about
now.
that?
Well, you're not small, so it should be fine.
True.
Slab, look out.
Robin.
Hmm?
I know you're a scout, but do you use magic or weapons or?
They're both.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice
Okay.
she's got like a slung around her back. She's got like a similar to the wood that's made like the buildings here, like a grey wooden longbow.
Nice.
I imagine when she's like idle, she's just got this like not smug smile, but you know when someone's smiling and their cheeks go really big. She just like, she's like just
What,
like
like
happy
a
to be
chipmunk?
there. Yeah, like
Okay,
a
then I have a
chipmunk.
very important question. Does he have dimples?
Oh, I
Got
don't
fur.
know. Yeah.
How would you tell?
That's true. They might be there. They might
Oh
not.
yeah, good point.
We'll have to shave her.
Be. Oh God.
Shave the
Like
cheeks,
a-
look at the
Like a
dimples.
fake cat. God, that'd be
No,
horrifying.
that would be awful.
Get out the trimmer. Zzz.
I need my
So-
fur. It's cold.
So
Freezing.
oh, it is cold. Robin, how well do you know the area, and do you know anything about this room that we need to investigate?
Relative. I know the area relatively well. As for the place, not a lot really.
You know, like where it is.
Yeah, I know roughly where it is, but that's
Do you know
about
what-
it.
Do you know what age it was made? High tech, low tech, ancient civilization, from the stars. We've met a ruin that fell from the stars.
That one.
Did you say we met a room?
Well, Cass just said my name calls me Cass. A few minutes
Yes,
ago.
he
I don't
did.
know if anyone's heard that.
No one pointed it out.
I was hoping you missed that.
No, it's recorded, and I went to my
Yeah.
notes.
Oh, no.
As she comes, Artron has been like, at the minute this fella's like, oh, you know, to get a quest reward, you must complete quest. Artron left, was outside, and is going to call down Macaria, who is his Pegasus, with the assumption, like he sees you come out and like talking to the group, He's still like trying to process things, so he's not going to be rude. He is just a little bit distracted. He calls the horse down, the Pegasus down, and says, "Sorry, hello. I'm Archeron. You find us on quite a taxing day. And please don't take this wrong way. I'm just keen to get this over and done with, so we can return. So where is this ruin exactly? And he's gonna. I think he has a world map. I think that like.
Yeah. At least like between you've got a world map.
Yeah.
You have a Flatless as well.
Yeah,
Flatless.
So Robin, you would know that you would know that it's about a day. Let me just find it properly in my notes, just so I'm not making it up. So it's about 30 miles ish. So about if you were to like walk it and not walk it at about average pace, it'd be about 9 hours to the west, like slightly like west southwest, sort of along the. I'll just change the map. Hold on. So about second. So if you guys are about in the middle of Tondara, like here, it's probably like, let me just make a circle. About we'll call it like here.
Okay.
So not that high up in the mountains. It's pretty much at ground level, or like sea level, I guess. Sort of near the base of one of the mountains. So yeah, like west, slightly south, ish. Yeah.
We know a little bit about the history of this area, don't we? In the fact, in so much as the fact that we know that Ishmir was from around this area. Oh no, he was from Thrall Village.
Ishmir, the Lich. No, you wouldn't know where he was from, but you'd have been aware that his like base of operations would have been in the Bitter Wastes to the east.
And last question.
In Galador, but far off. Yeah.
Because my memory stretches this far back.
Yes.
Does Rayod recognize this Kitsune?
That's an interesting question. I will have him roll.
Because he went adventuring with the Kitsune, who was also based on Robin Hood.
On who?
Wasn't it Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legally distinct.
Who the fuck?
Robin Hood is public domain. It doesn't have to be
Oh.
legal.
In this world, it's Robin
it's
Hood.
very
but
public domain.
The Disney Fox version is not.
No, but
Let me...
but any other version of Robin Hood is perfectly legal. In fact, you can make Robin Hood be anything you want him to be because of how legally available he is.
What I will
Turn
say,
Robin Hood into a seal.
what I will say,
Kiss from
James,
a rose.
is that Rayod may or may not recognize this Kitsune. However, whether he tells you is a different story.
Okay. Very much Frodo. Keep your secrets then.
Yeah. Fine, you keep your secrets.
The other thing is I'm going to ask is Sin rattling.
Are
Oh, looking for the.
you holding it?
I have it. I don't have a bag of holding, so it will be on my person.
Okay. Can you have Ultra make me a perception check?
I mean, I've asked, so he would just reach down and touch it.
No, this is just to see.
You cut
15?
yourself on the
Yeah,
sword.
so as Robin's, pointing out the general direction of where you're going, you're sort of, you think, oh, is this happening? You're sort of like, maybe hand on it, or like you're just like holding it idly in your hand.
Threatening tell me this is fucking blinded, bitch.
You're sort of like moving slightly, and you can feel as Robin's pointing, as Robin points the direction of this cave, and you're sort of moving around, like turning, similar to when you guys were trying to discover the different parts of the Darkshot amulet with Layla in Pyra.
Classic. Very classic.
Triangulation.
You sort of feel it as in that general direction that Robin points. You sort of feel it, the powers start to grow slightly, and there's like a slight hum. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like that.
We know the other half of the weapon was here in.
No,
Gondor.
no one knows. Well, Rayod might, but he hasn't told anyone.
Railed might, but Rail's memory is
Your secrets.
shoddy at
Rayod
best,
is a
and
bitch, so
yeah, Rail's
Rayod's memory
shoddy-
is appropriate to the storyline.
Yeah,
Shall we
and-
say? Narratively
and-
convenient.
and whether he remembers it and tells you is a different thing.
Yeah.
Can I
mean, yeah.
confirm, by the way,
Yeah.
add a character, just because I'm curious, is this the Robin that is the one related to Ikari?
I'm not going to say yes or no, but it would be really weird if two Kitsunas had the same name.
Oh yeah, because I've never met another James. Never
No, I
in my
know.
life met another
Okay,
James.
James is a very basic name.
So's Robin. I know about 8 Robins.
He's got a point. He's got
He's
a point.
He's got a point. However, I think in this world, with a very rare species of fox people, if two of them had the same name, that would be very surprising.
true.
Not really tickled.
I can tell you're still laughing. But yeah, so
He'd relay all that information and be like, yeah, sort of like that direction. We just got, like water level, sort of
Thank you.
in that general direction, about a day away.
Do you know anything of the history of the area?
No. Gonna be
Okay.
completely honest, not a clue.
And
you're not.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Well, I was just going to say, I may have missed it before. You familiar with the area in of itself?
Here, yeah.
Well, where we're going.
You should be familiar with this area within, probably at least 100 miles around Tondaro.
What God said.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
and
one?
I know that it's snowy there.
very. This
All
may
I know
seem
is
to be
it's
very
really cold and there's great fish.
right. Okay, this may seem a loaded question, so apologies in advance. What do you do?
I'm a scout.
As in, mechanically, a rogue scout.
No.
Oh no.
I think
Um,
more like a
Mix
ranger
it.
scout.
She had a mix of magic and martial. Didn't
bow and
get
arrow.
much further.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you range these hills. Shall we say?
I do. Yeah. I range
Wait,
these hills. Yeah.
I range.
I range.
The general area.
You're like
Okay,
part
excellent.
druid, part bowman.
Somewhere in the middle.
Excellent.
Not a
Yeah.
fighter, not a druid. Kind of got a bit of both.
Excellent. Well, welcome aboard.
Sorry
Albeit-
to hear that you had a tough day. By the way, that
Yeah, one
I'm
of our
not-
friends has stayed behind for a temporary basis, and I may have got a little bit overboard in a bit of a sparring session and may have popped his nose out.
You did that
oh.
because you were bored.
No, just went overboard.
Oh,
You were there.
yeah, I know,
So
but I
far,
don't know
I've
about
got
the
that
state of mind at the moment.
you like food and you like fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
She found him.
Pretty much wear that right on my
You've
non-existent
discovered-
sleeves.
You've discovered 85 of Simon's Pokedex entry.
You're like non-existent sleeves.
No,
like,
also,
"Hey,
you know,
high
also, sorry, no, you also know he hunts small game. That's 90 at least.
five."
So, Robin,
Don't-
was it? Would you say the area is particularly dangerous, or
Would I say the area is particularly dangerous?
The area can be a bit dangerous. You may be expect like on the journey to it. You might find some what's the word? Small like some
Small
herds,
game.
maybe no herds of rhyme maybe if like you were relatively like slightly lucky, I guess. You might the most common thing that would you consider dangerous would be sort of near that part of the mountains, of the lower ends of the mountains, maybe Yeti. Things like that. Not like terribly dangerous, but if you were to go far up in the mountains, you'd then start to be in like giant, like I think storm giant territory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's if
Okay.
you go up the mountains.
Well,
Just
mess
to
with
From meeting you for like 5 minutes, you guys seem pretty capable. So I don't think it'd be necessarily a challenge. It depends. I would have to see you in a fight.
yeah.
Very well. Let's,
this is what I was
crack on
gonna
then.
suggest.
Archer, just
Before
one
we
thing.
crack on, are we all right to just wait like an hour here? Just we've just since we left the Feywild, it's go, right?
Do you want me
We
to
left the
show you
Feywild
the inn?
approximately 20 minutes ago, so that's why.
I know, but I think we just need to take a moment. Just
There's an inn.
things are still raw
Uh,
with you, Archeron. So it seems like you're a little bit shaken, and I understand it, but
There's nothing to do with how hard you punch Sidon. I'm just
No.
missing.
I understand.
I hate to say the phrase "we lost a friend" thing because we haven't lost her. We know exactly where she is, and she's fine. However, it's very, very sad, and I'm
yes,
annoyed, and I'm cross, and I want to go where it's warm and see our other friends to make sure they're not going anywhere. Because if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm a little tired of losing people now. So
Maeve will
yes.
be back.
Yes, but what if between now and when Maeve comes back, you know, Ray? I know he says he didn't die, but Rayard lost his mortal form in one of these mountains. I'm not quite sure what you would call that, if not dying. However, I can't think of a better word for it. So yeah, so it happened in these mountains. Apparently, there are storm giants here, so we don't know what's going to happen. So what if the last thing that you know, the lasting memory Maeve has of us all is of you and I being in a fight and hurting
Wasn't
each
a
other
real
very
fight.
badly. No, I know, but like you were hurt, I was hurt.
Then
So
maybe it
what
is
if
best
that's-
if we just take an hour to just recuperate. Then
Very well, fine.
You still haven't finished your fish.
fish is good. Trust
And
me.
also, Archeron, maybe you should introduce yourself to our new friend here.
I have.
He did.
Have you? Oh,
yeah.
I just zoned out.
Track-
then.
Tracks
My
listener.
bad.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
yeah,
I'll say,
I did apologize. I had said sorry that
No need. It's fine.
somewhat distracted. Sorry, I am usually a real box of fun. I can assure you.
It's
It really
fine.
is.
It's
It's really-
cold here, and it's kind of miserable sometimes. I can take you to the inn if you want to have like an hour just to chill. It's literally like over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
massive sign that says "in."
Is
like it's literally there.
is there anywhere nearby that I could perhaps purchase some magical equipment? Hot things to keep us all warm.
You could maybe. I'll say, I didn't come up with anything, but I'll come up with something on the spot. You can see, or sort of, yeah, Robin, you're like, yeah, in the inn, there's a guy who sells shit
Yeah.
who came here recently.
Yeah, that
He-
doesn't
he-
sound shady at
He
all.
does these hot chocolates, and they've got like marshmallows and cream, and oh, they're so nice.
Great. Do you also do dodgy handheld recordings of the latest Disney films?
Yes.
Excellent. What I'm asking for
Does-
specifically is, does he? Will there be anywhere locally I could purchase spells? 'Cause now I need to flash out my spell book because I was relying on cure wounds.
What I'll say is that this person might have the scroll. I will have you roll for it.
He's gonna
Okay,
open his coat and like, do you want to buy a sundial?
It'll primarily be first and second level, I believe,
Okay.
that I'm after.
It'll be pretty
But then
low rolls,
maybe, I mean, if it's like a roll, then obviously I will look to see how far I can push my luck.
But so what I'll say is, Robin, you take them to the inn, and it's like the interior is very warm, very homely. It's clear that the people here pride themselves on their inns, like they're places to house people, if that makes sense. Hold on, I'm just trying to find something because I've forgotten the name of this. Yeah, okay.
It's called
Yeah, so
Inn.
no, so I'm not going to name the inn. I can't be bothered. There's enough of them where.
It's called the Snow Inn.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get you sit by a
Mr.
table.
Klaus Snowing.
And as you're sitting there, you guys are like Archons are looking for scrolls or magic stuff. You're looking around, and you can see built into sort of the wall that leads up to some rooms upstairs. You can see something very strange. It's a completely different color to the rest of the area, like to the rest of the wood here. It's almost like this beechwood colored birdhouse, and from it, as you're looking, you see this large set of large yellow eyes looking at you, and they're like, they look at all of you as you walk in specifically, and you then hear like a chirping noise from the inside as a sign gets put out that's like clearly directed towards you, like that they're shaking the sign to get your attention, as it says, "Welcome to Starling's Traveling Trove."
Yeah. Am I the only one who remembers them?
Anyone?
I didn't shop there last time.
I mean, I remember the name, but I wasn't in the shop, so that was Sidon and Slabs.
Bad guy!
Wait, what?
Hey, to the material plane!
Yes, so you bound over, because that's what I pictured when you shouted like that.
Bounding over.
And you see, sort of moving out from the birdhouse is
I
very.
assume this was what you said when you said he arrived.
Yeah, is a very like grey feathered, tattered wings, looking like owl-like humanoid that is Starling, and you see they say, "Well, I didn't expect to see you here. We need to stop meeting like this."
Yeah. It's great to see you again, Starling. So, how long you been on the material plane?
Well, I don't know time. A while. I've been around. I was in a place with there were demons around. That wasn't good.
Oh shit.
Then
you went to their place, or
no, I didn't go to the demon place. It was a normal place with like grass and green stuff and rivers and people, and then there were just demons about, which weren't good. Then
I think we solved that issue. That was in Farios, wasn't it?
I don't know. Then I was like, I didn't want to be there, so I got in a boat. I put my birdhouse on the side of a boat and just waited as we were going, and then ended up sort of in the snow, which was cold. So then I just kept walking and flying and made it to here, and it was warm, so I am here.
Well, it's great to see you again. Do you have anything new to sell?
I might or I might not.
Perfect. I'm gonna put my head out of the birdhouse. Everyone, come meet Starling. He's great.
Okay.
Is this the vendor you were telling us about, Robin?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I do have I have a hot chocolate if you want it.
Yes.
Uh,
One, please.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take a hot chocolate.
Me too.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm fine.
So those of you want a hot chocolate, get a hot chocolate. They give it to you for free because I don't go. Yeah. What do you need? And I mean, the hot chocolates are great, but is there anything else you need?
Yes.
Have you got any spells? Oh, sorry. This guy is looking for spells.
What do you need, Mr. Spellman?
Well, do you have any?
I might or I might not. I'll have to check.
Okay.
I might be able to procure anything, but I need to know what it is first.
Oh, well, that changes things somewhat. So it's not really the specifics; it's more the quantity I was after. So how does that work? I just say, Mr. Starling, I wish I might find me the spell I want tonight, and you
I might
perhaps
have it.
pull it from a crease.
Well, I'll look at the birdhouse. So that I wouldn't pull it from any creases. That'd be weird.
Yes, of course. So, very well. The spell Burning Hands.
Burning Hands is first level, right?
It is.
Can you roll me a d20?
Yep.
Low DC, right? Like a
Yeah.
5.
Wow.
I did say the DC minus 3 for a first level spell. Because
Oh, I thought it was. I thought I had 5, and I was like, wow.
Pete-
That was me.
Pete
I
said
said
Alright.
5.
Let me go and look. So they
Wait, I have
Yeah.
a selection. Sorry, I don't know if it'd be worth you waiting until I'd rinse
one at a
through
time.
the batch.
Fine. To jump into the birdhouse, and you hear like sound of pots and pans moving.
This guy's great. He's so eccentric.
Jump back out right in front of you. One.
Excellent. As I say, there's some coming, so bear with.
They get some sellotape, and they stick it to the side of the birdhouse. Okay. What else?
Yes. Okay. Next on the list is the spell. Scorching Ray.
Second level. Roll me a d20.
Probably not.
Unlucky.
They jump in, pots and pans. You hear a cat. Jump out. I don't have one of them. Sorry.
Okay. Not to worry then. Okay. New spell. Do you have the spell Catnap, which is the third level spell?
Let me look. Can you roll me a d20?
13.
Ooh, that's
See,
cool.
jump in. You hear the cat again, but in reverse. You hear some tearing of paper. They come out. Yep, and the cat's fine.
Excellent. And
Stick it to the
finally,
wall.
last, certainly not least, do you have the spell Storm of Radiance, which is
Which
fifth level?
is okay. Roll me a d20.
Oof.
Let me look. Jump into the thing. You hear the sounds of like a microwave ding. And like trying to think of something else funny. And like the one of those things. Come out and say, I don't have that. I'm afraid. I've got this storm in a bottle, and it's just like a potion bottle that has lightning bolts on the outside. I don't know what it does.
How about enhanceability?
That's third.
Second level.
Second. One second. Jump in. I won't make you.
I
roll
didn't
this one.
realise that was on the wizard spell list. I don't think it was, but it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Jump back in. You hear the sounds of thousands of soldiers fighting, and then an owl going whoo, and then comes out. Yeah, one of those. Stick it to the wall.
Okay, so that's the first, second, and third level I've got.
One. Burning hands, catnap, enhance ability.
Mm-hmm.
Enhanced abilities on the task are optional.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it before because I was looking for it ages ago. It'd be really useful for me because of all
It
the
would
fucking checks I make.
be all together. That is 320.
Including what I need to write him in my spellbook.
Yes.
Okay, 320.
Do you want some
yeah, yeah.
gold for that, Artron?
No, it's fine.
You sure?
Thank you.
No.
Here's I with all the purchases, they said it was good. I've made stickers. They're like little birds.
What kind of bird?
Like me, like a weird owl thing.
Do you have any corvids?
No, I just mass produced these ones.
Oh.
Do you want it?
I'll take it.
He can have it. Sorry, I have my own bird.
Just stick it on your forehead. So.
Yeah. This is. Sorry, I didn't introduce. This is. It's fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Starling. And Archon's going to sit down and start.
Have a fabulous
describing
day.
It can't get any worse. Well, I know I've said it. It probably will. There we go. He's going to start writing those spells in.
I'll just
That'll
turn
take,
to
like,
Starling
minutes.
and just be like, he's had a bit of a trying day. He'll be fine in a little while.
No, he seemed chipper. I don't understand social cues.
Oh, I love this bird.
That's fucking amazing.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much, Starling. Enjoy your time on the material plane.
It's real weird.
The Feywild's pretty weird, to be fair. We just came
No.
from there.
Great.
We're short resting, right?
Yeah, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys can spend the hour, the remaining of the hour, and short rest. I assume only Side and Archeron need it because they both use abilities. But you can use your hit dice and get anything else you get back on a short rest. I don't know what. Yeah, is there anything else you guys are doing in that hour?
Just writing in my spellbook. I'll spend 3 hit die.
I want to go and see if we can get like some rhinos to ride to where we're going.
Oh, and I get a D6 from Slab, right? Is it D8?
Oh, Song of Rest. I don't remember.
I think it's a D6. It's not amazing. And don't Rangers get something now as well? Oh, sorry, no, it's Druids.
Yeah. Where I'll say your trek to try and get some rhinos is unsuccessful because I don't want you to have rhinos.
Oh,
Well, there is a I don't know really if it might be pushing the spell. I could. Well, we have the. Do we not have the wagon?
I will say you have the rune for it. You need to find a wagon.
Mr. Starling,
Yeah.
do you sell miniature wagons which expand into real size? Pocket wagon.
Can you roll me a d20? 12. I don't have a miniature wagon that expands into a big wagon, but hold on. So they go in and come out. I do have this wooden bowl. Do you like it?
What does it do?
It's a wooden bowl.
It's kind of not what we're after here.
Okay, how about this then? How about this? Rather than a wagon, how about you've seen horses, beasts of burden carrying liquids, correct? Like two liquids, vases of water, one on the left, one on the right, connected by a board, correct? You've seen them?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you sell? I don't know what they're called, but do you sell those things?
Roll me a d20. Yeah, I have one of those things right here.
Excellent. I'm just before I purchase it, I'd like to see if my rune fits on this, so we can put the rune on this. It's sizable, and then because the cold doesn't really affect me, just my lovely boots, my nice warm coat.
It is a nice coat.
Thank you, my friend made it. I could. Everyone else could hop into the wagon, and then we could fly to the mountains with that lickety split.
Okay.
That's helpful. Would it still take us about a day to get there, or would it show
Well,
the
It'd
day in?
probably be a bit less. You wouldn't
Much
have
quicker.
to.
We don't
yeah.
have to climb.
The
It can
horse is
travel
like
90 feet.
90 feet.
90
I would
feet,
I
it's
would
like
I would
3
make
times
some
as
I would
fast.
do some quick maths in my head. In fact,
It's at
Arthur,
least 3 times quicker.
I
Yes.
assume this spell also allows you to steer the, flying.
what's a horse that he's
Why?
got?
Why would I?
Also
Need, I'd be.
Yeti problem.
We wouldn't need to worry about yetis. We would fly over them.
Exactly. Great thinking. Good big brain.
Great, good thinking, Batman.
I feel like me and this Robin character are gonna get along swimmingly. Everyone seems like this has got my level of intelligence, and I'm there for it.
Is that a
I
compliment
will.
or an insult?
I will say that instead of 9 hours, it'll be
Compliment.
4. Just
4.
because there's also wind. So half it, basically.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Well, here we go.
You can have it. I don't know why I've got that. I have literally no use for it.
Thank you. I'll take your bowl.
No, I want my bowl.
Oh. Well, that was what you were giving them.
No, it's my bowl. Take the
Just-
bowl.
I just think it's really funny when you ask him for something and then he looks and he's got it. Mr. Man, have you got any really cool hats?
You roll me a d20.
Yeah. First roll. 11.
1 second. You see, they dive in.
There's a
Yeah.
dog.
Hold on. Let me find them. 1 second. And they come out. Not wearing. They've got some on their head, some on their hands. Well, I've got this fedora. I've got a bowler cap. I've got a trilby. I've got a bonnet. I've got this fabulous top hat. On their foot, they've got like a golf cap.
I'm looking for one of those, the winter hats that have got, the ear flaps.
Oh yeah. They do the owl thing where they twist their head the whole way around, and on the back of their head with the feather flop, you see one of those hats.
Can I have that one, please? How much?
Yeah. 5 silver.
Do you have change?
Yes.
Cool.
They look at the side and how much change would this be?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I think it'll be like 20.
Is I'm gonna have an intelligence check.
I'm gonna get either robbed or given something for way less.
14. I don't think it is. I think it's 6. They give you 1 more silver, so they give you 6 silver.
I'm gonna have her make an intelligence check. Okay, yeah.
19. Yeah, you're getting. You're getting 1 more.
1, 2, 3. You gave me too much. Here, have this, and she gives fucking 2 back.
Sorry, I gave. They take it. Throw it behind them. Goes into the birdhouse.
So, Robin, how long have you been here?
God, sorry.
Are you counting on your fingers?
No. Hides her hands. Probably 30 something years.
30?
30 years here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
So at least 30, I'd
That's
say.
sarcasm.
That's rude.
Yeah. So, you know Bjorn presumably quite well?
Yeah. I think
So-
so.
Wait, he said that you were a newly appointed scout. So how long does it take you to become a scout?
Well, I haven't been like just here. Like I get around, and I've only been specifically like here with Bjorn for like a month or so. But I know him well enough in that month, kind of thing. It doesn't take a lot for me to sort of get to know people. I think they just tend to like tell me a lot. Like I know that Sidon likes food and small game and fighting, and I've known you for like an hour. So
Yeah, but I do wear that right on my non-existent.
So just a
Right on my
question.
bicep.
Just rewinding a little bit. What the hole that Bjorn was in? That was like was it like stone or wooden structure?
It
What
was
was it?
mainly wood. That was a mix of wood and stone, though.
Okay. Huh. So he's going to turn to Archer's going to turn to Rob and go. So, there's just a few questions. Do you know Ilmer?
You'd be aware of the name, and like you know that they
can we
like.
make a history check?
Yeah. No matter what, you're aware of the name, but we'll see.
9.
Yeah, you're aware of the name and that they are like the leader of like the town of Baldacross, which is on the other end of Galador.
So she would know that. She would know the name and know that they're sort of
No,
like.
like where they are,
Well-
like they're like an official person. Yeah.
I know of them.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask is we came here really as a courtesy to Bjorn. Because being a leader, he would want to be, we thought, involved in the decisions that affect the world. I just wondered why he. Is it normal for him to?
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't want to say it's like a. He likes people with like strong will and like people who are like willing to help out and do stuff for like the greater good.
The greater
good.
Thank you.
Okay, it's just there's with the world at risk. I would have thought that it was a little bit more important. Well, regardless, we could perhaps get to see Ilmer.
It's worldwide. To
Sorry.
be fair, I don't think he knows it's worldwide. To be fair,
Well, I told him it was worldwide.
fair enough.
Do people not listen when I talk?
I
No,
completely
I
know
listen.
that when you were talking. To be honest,
Wow.
That's what I have listened to everything you have said, and
Right,
that's not even a joke. I don't know what these guys.
What these chuck fucks are doing.
These guys twiddling their thumbs, not listening to words being spoken.
I was trying not to sleep because I have to wake up in 5 hours to work.
Oh no.
What, Cass? You have to work as well. That's
Yeah, I have to clean the temple. It's my turn. Yeah, no, I still have to do chores.
But Cass, you've not been back to the temple in months.
I know. Which is why I have to do
That's
24
why you have
hours
to clean it.
service.
So I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, that you use that. I can't think of the name of that water, that like liquid thing that James was talking about. You use that combined with the Pegasus. So like you put the rune for the wagon on there, and you spend like I think it's a minute or something, like attuning it to that point. And for Rob it's very weird because like they have a pocket room. But I assume you use that, and with the Pegasus, you start to fly to the point, the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so the Pegasus can only carry. Well, it's large. It can carry me and presumably the empty buckets.
Yeah.
I just wanted the big
Yeah.
thing of wood. So I would. Yeah, I think Archeron would benefit a little bit from some quiet time. So he's happy to, and also not bothered by the cold. Would kind of fly.
Bother me anyway.
Yeah. So let me just change the music because it's still the tavern music. That's a bit wrong.
It's a bit luau.
I like the tower music. It's
It's
good.
good. There's a vocal version of it where it has vocals in the background. I just didn't use it because I would have distracted myself. It's really cool though. But yeah, so you begin to fly. Now we'll just speed through this because you're on a Pegasus, so you don't have to worry about the random encounters that I spent time making.
Hint, hint.
It's fine. I really didn't actually
Oh
spend that
no,
long
the
doing
spell stops working. Oh, I guess we'll have to do the
No,
encounter.
it's all good. I really only spent like 10 minutes doing it. But yeah, so you begin to fly across the mountains, and it is pretty windy, so there are some points where it gets a little bit nerve-wracking, but for the most part, it's alright. The only thing that often you have to do is every so often, you have, like, Robin pokes her head out of the wagon rune to point in the direction that you have to go.
Every time she does it, she has the exact same reaction where she goes, "Oh God, we're very high up."
So what I will ask, oops, I completely punched the microphone then. Is so for Archeron and for Robin, can you both make me survival checks?
Oh God.
Yeah, that's
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna give myself guidance. Yeah. Oof,
Holy
I will need
shit,
it.
me and Robbie might have the exact same stat alignment, and it's hilarious to me.
So it's a 9 and a 24. Okay. Yeah. So that would have been an encounter, but you're flying, so you're fine.
Well, here's the thing I was just about to say. If Archon sees any storm giants that aren't like actively thundering, he will. I don't want to say.
To save your breath, it wasn't anything
Okay.
like that. It
Right,
like because you guys are like relatively low in the mountain range. You have to go high up to get there. You're like
Okay.
within, you're probably no more than 100 feet up. And the mountains to like the south of you right now, they go up for hundreds of feet. Like you're only at the very start of it, really. But yeah, you sort of see below you there are, I'll send this image that I had for the possible encounter. But this like these rolling icy rivers, and like this shifting mountainscape, the frozen trees and things like that. But after about 4 hours or so, you probably have to take a quick, break in the middle to let the horse recover.
I'll lead it to water, but I cannot make it drink.
Yeah, you lead it to the water, but the water's ice. But you sort of, Robin pokes her head out and points like should be somewhere down there. And as you're sort of now beginning to go down, you can see there's like faint plumes of campfire smoke that are sort of lazily trailing up in the air right next to where Robin pointed out the cave should be.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Well, on the horse.
Porridge is well in my pocket, like 'cause it's too cold for crows.
Yeah.
This far north, and he's a magpie, so it must be freezing. How big are the campfires?
It's just one campfire you can see. It's just like a plume of grey, campfire smoke that's like coming up. You're a bit too far to see anything around it, but it just looks like a campfire that people would make to warm up. Like small 5-foot campfire.
I'm gonna rat-a-tat-tat on the box and say, "We're here. Everyone, get the fuck out." Slightly more politely than that. And then I will.
Hey, you've had a stressful day. If you want to be like that, I don't think anyone will hold it against him.
No, he wouldn't say that. He would say, "Everyone, I believe we're here. I believe we're here." There's Robin. You mentioned that. Sorry, Bjorn mentioned rather that he was going to send out some people, or he had. Sorry, I'll be honest, a little distracted.
He said that after the earthquakes, he said that he had some people look around, and that's how this was discovered. He said that once they'd gotten back, he was going to send out a large group of people to look into it. And, like,
so
look
presumably
around,
this isn't that.
But this
wouldn't
be that, nah.
Okay. Faden,
Yeah.
you enjoy surviving.
Yeah.
Surviving. Would you like to see if you can decipher what was here?
You guys are like you guys landed at this point, because then I will tell you stuff, or are you still going down?
That's a good question. Archman's keen to kind of put a bow on this one, so he would be. I think he would let people know before he landed, but then just carry on into land, unless anyone had any reason to stop.
I'll tell you, this campfire is probably not further than 50 or 100 feet to where Robin would have pointed out. So, point out where the cave entrance should be. So you gonna land near the campfire? You're gonna land right at the cave entrance?
Well, if Archon has asked me about surviving in something like this, I will poke my head out, and as we're landing, I want, if it is possible, to make a survival check just to see. I mean, I assume the campfire is still burning.
The campfire is still burning. I will ask. I would say Archer.
Any nearby tracks?
Archer and Sidon. I will say. Can you make me perception checks?
Perception check.
This is just
Archer's perception is not great.
This is just to see what's around, if anything.
Yeah, it's 13.
Okay. With an 8, Archer, on you sort of the snow. Your glasses are snowed up. So you're having trouble seeing. Sidon, with a 13, you can see that campfire is burning, and sort of near it, you can see a figure, like a person, on like a slightly elevated rock formation that's like lying down, and you can't tell, where they're looking, if they're looking at you or looking down at something, but there is definitely the presence of people here currently.
Does this silhouette look like very big, like bulky, or does it look very looks humanoid?
Humanoid, relatively thin. Yeah.
Audron, it looks like there's people near that campfire. I don't know if you want to land near it. It looks like it is people. It doesn't seem like beasts or monsters. So it's up to you if you want to avoid them or if you want to land near them.
Turning to Robin. Robin, I will defer to your wisdom here. What's the etiquette? How do we, you live here. How do we proceed without causing a ruckus?
Can I look outside and see if I can see the people and see if I recognize anyone?
I'll let you make a perception check.
Oh, not too bad.
You're a ranger, you got great perception.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, you can clearly see. I'll give a more direct description. You can see by the campfire there are 2 people. There are a few tents by the campfire. You can see one closer to those tents. Appears to be someone wearing sort of grey armor, also like that humanoid shape. You can make out, hold on, I'm looking, almost dusty purple hair. And with like a shield, like full armor. The person that clearly once Sidon noticed, they appear to they are looking up at you, at like the Pegasus, and they have a crossbow. They are not pointing the crossbow at you. The crossbow is down, like they're holding it, but it is down. They have like
recognize anyone?
You definitely don't. They have green hair, sort of slightly green skin as well.
It's the rival party, isn't it?
You don't know. You can't see them. And then,
okay. Well, I'd fly over them then and go straight to the cave.
You can if you want. I wasn't finished describing James. I was going to say near the cave entrance, you can also see 3 figures looking around it. So, like, the 2 there were further back, like, by their campfire. The ones closer are, like, directly at that cave entrance. So you can't fly over them, bitch.
I can vortex walk myself past them.
That's
0
not-
social etiquette. Am I within shouting distance?
Possibly.
She's just gonna yell, "Hey, are you friendly?"
Just gonna shout back. The person who had the crossbow look up and says, "That depends. Are you?"
Yeah,
recognize the voice?
I've been told I'm quite friendly.
Yeah, you would recognize the voice as Kalia, Leah, the crossbow wielding member of the Silent Horizon.
Yeah. so James is right.
It was right, yeah. And you just didn't have to be a bitch about it.
To the descriptions, man. It tells you who they are. Like, pay attention, yeah.
They said they're friendly.
They said if we are.
We're friendly, right?
I've been told I'm quite friendly.
Well, I don't want to disagree. However, last time we arrived somewhere, immediately some of us got into a fight.
Oh.
Yeah, but I was defending people. No, I did actually spar with the with their sword wielder in the Silent Horizon. If you remember that swordsman, he kind of gave me a bit of a wallop.
Yes, we are familiar with these this lot. Hello.
Hello.
Do you remember?
Hello.
I think I recognize the voice. Are you going to keep flying? You're gonna come down.
Yes, we weren't just floating here. We're landing now. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
That was a quick
whereabouts-
landing.
Whereabouts do you land?
Between them and the cave, like.
Okay, so like you obviously Leah is up at like this higher elevation. The cave would be towards like over here, like through that pathway.
Yeah, probably land here then. Yeah.
Cool.
Like way above them.
Well, no, this is lower.
Oh, sorry. So this
There's
the
a-
camp is elevated and the cave's here.
So this, I mean, you can sort of see on the map. Like this is the camp is the lowest bit,
Yeah.
but it moves up towards here, and then Leah, who is up on the higher rock, Lily is like a lookout. Would be at a higher elevation than.
So this is like kind of like a mini canyon type of thing.
Yeah.
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 This is a question as James the player.
Yes.
Do I recognise this map? Have I used this map or have I seen this map before? I recognise this map. For sure. Have you used it before?
I think I did use it, but I don't think you ever saw it. I had it
Okay, I
planned for
recognise it.
something, but
Right, okay.
don't think it was actually seen.
Mm.
I'm actually glad we've run into these guys again. I wanted to
Really?
talk to their resident wizard.
Great.
About Damien. They wore similar clothes or something. Was it similar clothes or similar markings?
Similar markings.
Similar markings.
But yeah, so you fly down and you can see. Hold on, let me just match you guys in. Yeah, you can see that Juliet, who was their cleric, sort of walks from their camp over to you guys, while
That's the one that
Leah.
doesn't like Cass, isn't it?
The story
That's one who doesn't like me.
doesn't like arcane
Wizards.
casters.
Yeah.
You see, Leah, she sort of goes to here, gives like a friendly, slightly creepy wave, and then like slides down the ladder, and says, "Well, this is quite a surprise. I mean, I guess the question, like, do I ask what you're doing here? I assume you're headed for the cave.
We've been sent
yeah.
here by Bjorn.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
We're
How
just
did you
here
guys get here?
Well, we were in the, we got here. So, hold on, I'm looking at my notes to figure out how they got here. I did have it written down. So,
'Cause we took a shortcut through the Feywild.
pretty cool. Kirian, you guys know Kirian, the kind of tough guy with the sword and whatever.
Your swordsman, the guy who beat me in a fight in a sparring session.
Yes, him. He's from Galador. He knew a teleportation circle in Garavilla, I believe, the dwarven town. And we got a scroll. Galilei teleported us here because I don't know what he wanted to do. I'm just along for the ride.
Sorry, who's Galilei?
Galilei's the wizard.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry.
I might have got the town wrong. Botunia, sorry, not Garavilla. Dwarven town to the other side of the mountains. And we've been here for about a week. We're in in Botunia, and we felt the earthquake. And after about a day or so, we decided to look around, and Kirian, Ferris, and Galilei are currently looking at the cave entrance that we found. Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty weird.
And what, you guys are just on the lookout, making sure no one else?
Yeah, we were just
Shows
setting
up.
up. We were just setting up the camp. But we're going to join them. We were going to join them in a moment.
Are we cool to share camps again, or would you just set up our own camp?
I mean, you might have to set up a few tents. It's
No, we
didn't
don't need
expect
to do
so
that.
many-
Don't worry about that.
Okay. But you're welcome to join us. We're going to see if we can open it, and then see what's inside. What goodies lie within.
So you mentioned a scroll. Sorry, who was the scroll alerting you? calling you?
We bought the scroll of teleportation circle,
Oh,
so we could get here.
and then you were here for a few days, and then the earthquake.
Yeah,
Earthquake.
The earthquake was a few days into when we were here, and then we decided to look around, and it's taken us some time because the mountains are fucking big. But then we found this.
And how long have you been examining the cave?
Oh, not very long. We like a few hours. I don't know how hard they're looking. I saw it, and then I was like, this shit is way too intricate for me. I'm going to make camp.
Very well. Thank you. And is it just down here?
Yes, follow me. And you see she starts like marching towards, and I'll change the map to the cave. Yeah, I'll describe this, and then we will end. So you follow Leah, and you can see this sort of large cave mouth with this huge metallic doorway that blocks the inside. The surrounding area has like a metallic base with mechanisms and details that you've only would have seen like similarly in Malachite with that sort of intricacy. You can see that there are these spire-like things, these 6 like spire-like protrusions, metallic protrusions, that have this like orb-like base, then these 15-foot spires. Some of them, clearly from like the earthquakes, appear to have been like broken or destroyed. And while seeing this area, you notice Kirian, Galilei, and Ferris. But as they sort of turn to look at you, and they're like, "Oh, hi, we will